zombie video games and zombie movies out of everything, though.
Understandable, yeah.
I really enjoyed iZombie. Did you guys watch that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good?
It's good.
Or is this ironic?
No, just trying to add to the conversation. You know, I'm new at this, so.
Didn't have anything else to elaborate. Just trying to practice my conversational skills. You know how it goes.
All right, I will go back to writing my my next ideas. So let you know.
Yeah.
Nick, I love that. Oh. What?
I was like, imagine someone talking like that. They just they sit there, they write for 5 minutes, and then they come up with some unrelated point, but that's vaguely interesting. It's like, oh, you're gonna expand on that? Like, nope, just that's all I had.
Yeah, I did not plan that far ahead.
Rust, I'm
really
sorry.
To talk to every 5 minutes.
Rust is sad because he's on a plane the day that we come back. And Saber, what happened was, what happens is if sometimes when you're trying to capture your camera in 2 places, OBS will freak out. That's what happens. Why won't it recognize my
Not
the correct
a true
window?
user.
There we go. Now that's correct. And then now I need to reopen the one that actually has everything on it. Boo.
Okay, Nick, in Discord, I love that you're a floating body.
Oh, yes, I am.
He's a ghost.
He's a ghost!
He's a ghost.
He got it all lined up. All right. Speaking of Discord, let's get that tunes playing, shall we? Set the mood.
We got a pretty good spread of answers. Vampire, ghost, and zombie.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? Did you answer?
For what we think that we're going to, is your guys are going to become?
No, just
What do we
the question was just vampires, ghosts, or zombies. There wasn't really much more to the question.
Yeah, there was an actual context.
It was just vampires, ghosts, or zombies.
It's all the context we need.
I think everyone here knows my vote, and if you don't know me very well.
I told them what it was.
The mailman from the Comfy Couch show.
Great big comfy couch or whatever.
What?
Is that where we're going?
Big comfy couch.
That woman had flexibility that children couldn't appreciate.
Uh-huh. And they shouldn't.
And we're live. All right. So
wasn't she? Never mind.
On that note, where we left off, the party has reached Vallaki after a great deal of traveling. And working your way through Old Bone Grinder after making some deals with Morgantha on the way out in order to secure your freedom, all except Adunbi, who refused to make a deal. Speaking of, where is that?
Forgot about.
Don't make
Also-
deals under stress, under duress. That's my motto,
Uh-oh.
Let us know if you guys hear echoing and stuff.
I don't think we ever heard echoing.
There's a little here and there, but I think right now we're good. So,
Yeah.
you guys
Like
made
Discord.
some deals with Morgantha on the way out to secure your freedom.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he's going to Seattle for work. Worked your way to Vallaki, and after convincing the guards that you're there on official business, you worked your way towards the local tavern known as the Blue Water Inn, and had just entered. And looking around, you see that there were two small boys running around the room, a woman behind the counter working the bar, and a colorful man telling extravagant tales to a group of commoners. It's about mid-afternoon. And what are you guys going to do?
So I was hyping him up on his song.
Yes, that's
or
correct.
His story. So I'm just gonna see that through.
Cool.
Didn't some people go to bed or something?
No, it's mid-afternoon. He was
yeah,
telling a
sorry.
story, but Sten jumped in and gave a drum beat and amplified this. It's a half-elf who appears to be a bard who is telling a fishing tale.
Oh yeah, that guy.
But yes, he finished it. He finished his story. He kind of gave a little half bow. There's one guy who was giving him shit of like, "There's no way you told the same story last week." No, different fish. You don't understand. Many fishing trips. I have many fish to tell. Many fish I've seen. Many fish I've devoured.
Damn.
Cap, what's the lighting situation like in this room?
It's pretty decent. It's mid-afternoon, so there's light coming in the windows, and then there's also candles throughout, lighting different tables and.
I guess what I'm asking are people casting shadows?
Yes, minimally. Not to the
Cool.
point that people would be like paying a ton of attention unless they're right by a window. Like these guys' shadows are definitely more pronounced than like the boys.
Got you. Still think I'm gonna hug a wall,
Fair enough.
just for now.
Not a bad call.
Oh, totally forgot your deal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was like, what? I was like,
do vampires cast shadows?
Would you guys like a reminder of the deals you made?
Yeah.
No.
Can't hurt.
No.
All right, so
I can forget it. No.
Morgantha asked Mim to see through her eyes and see things from her perspective. Andar bargained his luck. Alistair gave up his shadow. And Sten promised him a hair. Promised Morgantha a hair.
Yeah.
But sleight of handed the hair, so the hair did not actually, it was not actually a hair of his own. And after 2 hours, it vanished. And Adunbi refused.
You know what they say.
No. All right. Well, I guess.
We wanted to get a room here, right? That's
Thought so.
That was
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Oh, I dropped everything. We had a couple conversations about who we could talk with, and I think we haven't made a decision. Do we want to refresh on that? Because I wrote some notes down.
Okay, we wanted to talk to so who?
So Fiona Wachter is a rich and powerful family. Nope, in Valaki she's I don't know what this says.
Head of
Yes.
house in Valaki.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
correct.
okay.
She, Fiona Wachter is like almost like a not quite a political power,
She's like
but
a debutante.
She's such a rich and wealthy individual that she has influence in the town despite not being a political power herself.
Lydia Petrovna, wife of the Baron Vargas Valakovich. Valakovich. That's probably what that says. There might be something there. As far as Irina goes, maybe.
So those were
speaking with
were
them.
the two that when you arrived, basically, Baron Vargas von Valakovich, I think. What's his
Vargas, yeah.
Vargas.
I've got Vargas.
Yeah, Vargas Valakovich, and is married to Lydia Petrovna. They're Vargas is the burgomaster of the town, so he holds the equivalent position of what Irina's father held in the village of Barovia, and now her brother has taken over as. So he's he's essentially like the governor or the mayor. And so they're the actual political entity in town. Whereas Fiona Wachter is this rich, kind of like socialite who has her own influence in the town and isn't a fan of the governor and the burgomaster. And Fiona said that those two are probably the most powerful in town, that are like, if you were looking to speak to something politically or find out some information. Or Irene is also looking for safety, so they're kind of like the other quote-unquote noble families.
I think, yeah, as far as information goes, we were just looking for safety and then maybe something related to the cards.
Correct.
Well, didn't Irina have people that she was going to meet up with here?
I think she just said, go to Valaki.
Gotcha. I thought they had like a house set up or like plans, but I guess not.
I think she wants to rendezvous with somebody here, but I forget the name.
I don't have that down. And then there's also a festival upcoming called Festival of the Blazing Sun.
Everyone loves festivals.
Her brother Ismark sent her here for safety because this town is supposedly the most fortified and like secure of all of the towns from Strahd, is kind of its reputation, because it's one of the larger, more fortified and secure cities. But she's not looking for any specific person that like Ismark sent her to see. He wanted you to escort her here and make sure that she was safe, because they believe that Strahd is after her.
Gotcha.
The poster said something weird. It's like everyone's required or something like that.
Oh, children required. Because I remember I was like, what the hell?
Yes, refresher on that. When you guys walked in.
Yeah.
Refresher on that. When you guys walked in, there were a bunch of wolves' heads decorations around that were being taken down and being replaced with like sun paraphernalia and flags and such. And you noticed, where is the poster?
It's called Wolf's Head Jamboree.
Yes.
Is what we walked into being taken down.
Oh.
Let me find that.
The east gate we walked through is the morning gate, but everyone refers to it as the morning gate, like sad.
So the posters that were being taken down said, "Come one, come all to the greatest celebration of the year, the Wolf's Head Jamboree. Attendance and children required. Pikes will be provided. All will be well, the Baron." And the ones that were being replaced with said, "Come one, come all to the greatest celebration of the year, the Festival of the Blazing Sun. Attendance and children required. Rain or shine, all will be well, the Baron."
You know what they say, everyone needs a kid.
I'm uncomfy.
So we could find her a place that's like people that are well off and have like money to like be bodyguards and stuff, and then run the risk of like Strahd having people like in with power, and so like that he might know that she's there, or we can just like stick her somewhere very nondescript and just hope she doesn't get found. You know what I mean? But both are kind of risky.
We just keep her with us forever. He's now our hostage.
Oh God, our friend.
Nick, do we still have the ring?
I do, yes.
Okay.
One ring.
I've been trying to figure out how to get rid of it.
Yeah, that's fair.
And or the hag wouldn't take it.
Yeah. Once I disclosed what it was.
Yeah.
But okay. Great story, friend.
Oh, I think. I'm sorry. I totally missed. I had to think of the voice. I was not. Yes, a wonderful tune to accompany my story. I greatly appreciate your assistance.
Oh, truly nothing.
I see that you are a bard as well.
Am I?
Well, someone who plays a tune like that, I would imagine.
Let's just call it a hobby.
Hobby for one, hobby for all.
Here. Bless you.
Thank you.
Can I? Oh yeah, no, you first.
You seem like a man with many hobbies.
One of them is drinking. Can I get you a drink?
Really? Of course. What do you drink? They only serve
I
two types of
suppose.
wine here. There's a bit of a shortage.
Oh, a shortage of wine.
Correct, I've
Is
heard
it
that the
worth-
shipment is late. At least that's what I've been hearing. I've been here for about a month.
Fascinating. Is it tasty wine?
Well, I'm partial to the Red Dragon Crush. It's a little bit finer, but the Purple Great Mash is not bad either. It's a little bit on the cheaper side, if you're interested in something a little bit more accessible.
The cheaper side's the friendlier side for now. Let's do 2 of those.
All right. He kind of saunters over to the counter.
I guess I'll look behind me. Most of the party's behind me. I'll just beckon them over. But like, nonchalantly, if they miss it, they miss it.
I got you.
I real quick have to get back into the GM mode.
Are you beckoning to that table?
I think we're walking to the bar, aren't we?
He's walking to the bar, yes. I just can't move
Okay.
him because I'm in the wrong mode.
Okay.
I forgot to.
Yeah, I'll just take a
Lot.
seat at the table on that then. Let's do that. Oh, sorry.
There we go. He saunters over. And you see him speak to the woman behind the counter, and she turns around to 2 of the barrels and pours two mugs, and he comes over and sits down, slams one down in front of you, and takes one for himself and says, "So, tell me about yourself. I've never seen one of
Well-
your kind around here."
Yes, I get that a lot. I'm not from here. Although I suppose you could have guessed that. I'm more or less visiting.
Passing through? Coming for vacation?
A forced vacation, yeah.
Forced vacation? That's
Yeah,
an
you know
interesting
when
point of phrase.
you find yourself in an area you're unfamiliar with, and you just say, you know what? To hell with it. Let's just make it the best we can. It's one of those.
Making do of the circumstances.
Yeah, I'm lost.
Oh, you're lost. Well, might I be able to provide you some direction? Are these individuals hovering about you also lost?
Yes, come join us. Maybe not. I don't know. This is Mim. Where did she go?
I'm like up above them.
Oh, you're quite a petite.
We're from the
Lass?
same neighborhood, but not really, if that makes sense.
I see the resemblance in a way.
Over there, brooding in the corner, that's Alistair. He'll probably be quiet for a little bit. We've had a run-in.
Run-in.
It kind of shook us up a little bit.
Understood. Were you out at night by chance?
You know, it's kind of hard to say, with it being generally dark out.
That's fair. It is always kind of a muted gray in these regions.
But this gentleman behind me is Andar, with I believe that's Doctor Who.
Wonderful name. Frightening bird, but wonderful name nonetheless.
He's
You look
he's an
like
intellect.
you look like my friend Elmar. Do you know Elmar?
I can't say I'm familiar with Elmar.
Okay.
Should I know Elmar?
No. You just look like him.
Well, believe that or not, I get that quite a bit.
Is Adumbi still outside?
No, I'm with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The gentleman walking in is a Doonby. He's truly in touch with all the animals. It's impeccable.
Your ink is exotic. Fascinating. Where did you get these?
I have actually done them myself.
Really?
Thank you.
I imagine that takes a great deal of self-control.
And time. Yes.
My. Fascinating.
Can I clock Irina really quick? Is she hanging around us?
Yes,
Is
she is.
interested
She's trying to blend in with you guys as best she can.
Is she wearing a wig still?
No, she took it off in order to kind of flex on the guards to let you in. So she hasn't had a conspicuous place to redisguise yet. So she's in kind of that motley dress that Mim put together for her, but her hair is down.
Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Oh boy. I don't know. This is Rosavolta?
She kind of like almost half like does a glance and raises an eyebrow and then like goes back. Yes, Rosavalda, wonderful to meet you. Ah, Rosavalda, a lady of class. Wonderful.
We just met on the road. Hard to remember names all the time.
Totally understand. People come,
I'm
people
Sten.
go. Sten, wonderful to meet you.
By the way, and you are?
Double check.
Let me check my notes.
Check
All right, cool. I just wanted to make sure. I am Rictavio. Wonderful to meet you.
Mim whispers
Rictavio.
Great name.
Mim whispers over to Irina. I think he's had a bit too much to drink.
She kind of leans back. It seems that drinking is a pastime of his.
Forgot Mim's voice. Then
Well, lovely to meet you, Rictavio.
Likewise. Always
now
happy to
this
share a
wine-
drink with a stranger from the road.
This wine we're indulging in, this is the one that's got a shortage?
Well, you'd have to take it up with the barkeep. I don't quite know the details, but I will say that it appears that the prices have gone up and the barrels are coming in are getting leaner, if I do say so. I've heard whisperings of some kind of shortage or some other. I'm not quite sure the details, but I don't think it's specific to one type. I believe it's just wine in general.
With a festival coming up too, you'd think. It'd be on everybody's mind.
Yes, well, there's many festivals here. They're quite frequent, believe it or not. So wine is always in high demand.
So where does this wine come from?
Oh, this wine? Well, I usually get it from the bartender, but I don't know where they get it.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
It's useless.
Is it tasty? Does it taste good?
It's pretty good, yeah.
Man of good taste.
It's got notes of oh god, is that lavender? Just a hint. Very interesting. And a nose of blueberry.
Yes, of course, wine.
I can see you've had too much wine in your days when all the tastes kind of blend together.
Oh, wine is wine.
It happens. Are these kids, are they, and this crowd, have they dispersed? Are they hanging out?
The crowd's they're still in the tavern, but they've kind of divided up into smaller groups. Like, these two have gone over here. This one's off at the table just chatting with the bartender, and these two have taken over the rest of the table. The boys are kind of running around being mischievous, mostly just playing like kids do. Every once in a while, the bartender will kind of like shout something at them, not like aggressively, but just like, calm down, please. There are customers here.
I'm going to use prestidigitation to flavor Sten's wine to now taste like daffodils.
Oh, and I'm receiving this just afterthought of a daffodil or something. This is truly extraordinary. You know, it's almost magic. You know what? Let me go inquire if you don't know too much about it.
He like looks in your mug and looks in his mug. It's like, Am I drinking the same wine?
Yes, I'll be right back. I need to know. I'm going to go to the bartender.
All right.
And when Sten puts his wine down, I'm going to change it to taste like pennies.
He kind of like, Rictavio kind of like looks around and like looks at the rest of the tech. Do you know if he's a germaphobe of any kind? Or, would he be concerned if I... It doesn't appear he's going to finish it.
No, he often shares everything with us. I
Oh,
think
wonderful.
right
Great.
ahead.
He takes a sip. I do not believe that we are drinking the same wine. Goes back to his cup. So Sten, you're approaching the bar.
Yeah.
I will also cross with Sten.
Cool. So yes, the woman behind the bar, long black hair, kind of like a purplish cloth dress with two feathers on the corner, that are darker feathers. And she's chatting with a man who she sees you approach, and she says, "Oh, one moment. Yes. How is it that I can help you?"
Hello, and I'll just kind of wiggle my ears a little bit.
Oh, hello. I'm. Pardon me. I was taken aback. I'm not familiar with. What are you exactly?
I'm a patron. I'm looking for a couple rooms. I'm wondering how much that would cost, and then I'd like to inquire about the wine that was just ordered.
Yes. Well, rooms are 1 gold per night. As far as the wine, I believe he ordered the purple grape mash number 3.
Yes, that is lovely, but I hear there's a shortage of it. Is it because it just tastes so good? Is it the festivals?
Well, yes. Unfortunately, our supply's been dwindling. We're doing our best. I apologize.
I seem to have struck a little bit of a nerve there. Are you all right?
Yes. Sorry. It's just. I didn't mean to let on. It's just a bit of a stressful situation. The wine is naturally the bread and butter of our operation. Pardon the food reference. But
Oh!
yes. And with less of it coming in, we're just concerned for the future. It's put a little bit of stress on my family.
Is this like a highwayman problem?
Well, we're not. It's more of a supplier problem. We're not sure why we're receiving less. The shipments are late. We haven't heard of any trouble. It's just our orders are not arriving.
I mean, I'd love to know who creates this wonderful wine. Maybe I could find out.
Give me 1 moment. She goes and she fills another tankard for the man at the bar and kind of like says like, "I'll be back. Give me 1 moment." And she kind of like ushers you over, and she heads over to this door right next to the bar.
Okay, I'll make eye contact with Alistair.
I nod.
So she's going to kind of like wait at the door to see if you follow.
Boop.
Boop.
Cool. So she opens it and walks through, and there's a man inside.
John Blake.
A child.
And this man, he's got like a salt and pepper beard, kind of that one gray streak through his hair. He's middle-aged, very dark, wearing the same kind of like purple-colored tunic with the 2 feathers on the corner. And he looks up as you walk in and like smiles at the woman, says Danica, and then you two walk in and he kind of like squares up a little bit and says, "Hello. How can I help you?"
I suppose I'd like to apologize first. I seem to have struck a nerve with your wife.
She kind of says, hold on, let me double check.
I've been inquiring about the where your wine comes from, and I heard there's a shortage. I guess I'm just curious who's making it. It just tastes so good.
He kind of like looks at Danica, and she kind of like, they came in with a group. I think they might be able to help. And he
We'd like to
sighs
help.
he sighs and he kind of rubs
Anyway.
his forehead. All right, well, hello, I'm Erwin. Nice to meet you. He goes to shake your hand, and then like kind of like isn't sure whether he should like lean down to you, Stan, or kind of like
It is. Is hand. Are you familiar with handshaking? I'm. No offense.
No, please explain it to me. I'm fascinated.
It's a greeting.
I'm giving you a hard time. Don't worry. Of course, yes.
I'm sorry. I'm not. It's very rare for me to see talking animals. But
Animal. So I think you're seeing things. Again, I jest. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I've had one of the worst couple days of my life. Just kind of feel a little jumbled up here.
I'm very sorry to hear that. Well, if you'd like to know, we get our wine from the Wizard of Wine's winery. He's not a couple days trek, if that.
Come again?
The Wizard of Wine's winery.
We're looking for that.
Wait, why are we looking for that?
It was
It was in the cards.
Oh!
Now, when you say Wizard of Wines, is that like it's a magical taste of which I've just experienced, or is he truly a wizard?
I'll be honest, I believe it's just marketing. But I'll be honest, I haven't personally visited. They supply the wine for the region, and lately the shipments have not been arriving.
And their location would be...
Let me consult the map.
Hold on, I can help. Map! You have to do this 3 times, you see.
he kind of looks at you, Alistair. Is like,
Is this normal behavior from him?
Honestly, yeah.
Well, I guess I wouldn't know what to expect from a bunny folk such as he.
let's see. You are there. Aha.
It's probably a 2 to 3 days journey to the west.
That's not an impossible journey. When does the festival start?
Well, I believe 2 days hence. 3 maybe. I'll have to check the posters. We just got over the last festival, so pardon me if I can't keep track.
Do festivals happen often here?
That would be an understatement.
Mhm.
Frequently,
Interesting.
often, constantly, one rolling into the next.
Any particular reason as to why?
Well, that would be a question for the Baron, but from what I've heard is he believes that long and short of it, as long as the town is joyful, we'll all be protected from any darkness that could potentially threaten our town. Or something along those lines. I don't pretend to speak for him.
It's sure is an interesting outlook.
Yes, well, dark times. We all cope in different ways.
Well, if it's anything, maybe we get back to you tomorrow. This sounds like a group decision. Danica, was it? How many rooms do you have available?
We have enough for a party of, what was it, 6, 8?
17.
Oh.
No, I'm sorry.
6.
I'm truly out of sorts. That wine is just...
6.
How about 3 rooms?
3 rooms. Yes, so that would be 3 gold. We do have 3 rooms.
I'll look at Elster. I'll put us up for the rooms, and
one of our
sounds good.
rooms
You
does
can
have
later?
4 beds. Would you rather do 2? Or we have 2 rooms with 2 beds, and we have 1 room with 4 beds available.
I'd like all 3. Let's do all 3.
All right. How long will you be
including the
staying?
large room.
How long will you be staying? Because that is that is all of our available rooms. So
I say at least 3 days.
all right. Out of curiosity, would you be open to allowing other guests into the large room? Because, I mean, as I said, if that is all our available rooms, we would be... The inn would have no availability for anyone else. And if you aren't using all of the beds, if you'd be okay, we might have to upcharge a little bit on the large room.
I don't know. I turn to Sten and just keep hushed a little bit. I don't know if letting people in with us is the best idea right now, being what we've just been through. Maybe we just do the 2. The one big for 4 of us and a smaller one for 2 of us.
How about this? We'll do the large room and a small room and the upcharge. 3 days.
All right. Would 3 gold for the large room be fair? That would be 4 gold total per night.
That's all right. 12 gold?
12 gold.
12 gold it is.
Thank you. And she takes the gold and pockets it and says, and I'll give you each a complimentary round of wine.
Yeah.
Before they all come out,
Mm-hmm.
and then while they're doing this, can I do something?
Of course.
Try to sneak. And I got
You got a what?
24.
Okay.
Still, 24. Can I fly up the ceiling and then sneaky try to get myself some wine before they come back?
You're gonna try and sneak wine from behind the counter?
Yeah. So I'm assuming because this guy looks like he's maybe distracted or something. So either would it be better? Can I come up here and crawl and then just like that?
Well,
Or would it
honestly,
better
so
to,
easy at with your stealth capabilities, you know that you're small and everyone seems occupied, so it'd actually be easier, considering that they're inside, to just hug this corner and use your small stature to hide behind the counter.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm doing that, and I'm gonna get the wine, the wine that
Sten and Rictavio had.
and yeah.
All right, so you take a mug and pour yourself one and sneak back out. The only people who could possibly see you are the children. And one of them, Nat. So,
Shit.
you pour yourself a bottle of wine, and the 2 boys come up and they see you coming back out with a mug and say,
I'm like,
excuse you, that's not yours.
But what? What do you mean it's not mine?
Are you
How do you
stealing?
know? No.
That wine pays for our family.
Yeah, I was just borrowing it, and then when they were coming back, I was gonna give them the gold.
All right. Well then,
Yeah.
give us this. It's for that wine. It's a copper.
Oh, that's well. Here, I'll give you guys a gold. And
Really?
yeah, and it's for you guys, just you 2. And then you don't have to tell anyone about this.
But what will I do when Mom asks why I have a goat?
With his
Yeah, what does he
one?
do when Mom asks why he has a goat?
With what?
What do
When
I
his mom
do
asks.
when Mom asks why I have a gold piece? Oh, I don't care around gold pieces. Yeah, he don't care around gold pieces. He's 7.
Well, then go find a place to spend your gold.
Where did they
And then
pick
she
up the
doesn't
British
even have
accent?
But
All right, just give me the gold. I'll just give it to your mom.
okay.
Okay, run along.
Well, I'm gonna wait because I want to make sure you give it to my mom.
Is this audible in this room?
No, it's they shut the door.
It's a
Can I hear
bar. Bars are very loud. Our times are very
Don't
loud.
don't worry. We'll just stick with you until you give it to her. Give it to our mom. Okay, back to the room.
These are the best kids ever.
3 days. Should be great. And thank you so much for the complimentary wine. It's really,
It's the least I can do.
unless it's going to put you under, there's no need to give away free wine.
No, the interest on the large room will help significantly. The wine is not worth as much as the rooms, but we have limited capacity, as you can tell. Allow me to take you to the room.
Yes, and if you are interested in the Wizard of Wines, let me know. We could potentially arrange free room and board if you were to reestablish the supply line. But no pressure, of course. It's nothing.
We will get back to you. Thank you.
Right, and then she
I'm gonna run out
kind
to
of
the
goes
table
and
where everyone-
ushers you. Let me show you to your room. And she walks out and sees her boys kind of huddling around a small fairy. What is it that you two are doing? It's nice. You said, what are you talking about?
I just wanted to.
Mom, she's talking
I
over
just
me.
wanted the wine, and I just was. Here's the cup. I just would, and I don't give her the gold. I give.
She said she was gonna give you a gold, Mom. She said she was gonna give you a gold. She never gave you a copper. Well,
No, I said I was gonna give the kids a gold because they said they, wanted to buy this cool thing. But it's whatever.
she like takes the copper, clocks the fact that you have a mug. And how is it that you got that?
Well, I just went behind the counter and grabbed it. I saw you were busy. Thought, it would be easier. I'd take some work off your hands, and I paid for it. See, I'm honest.
She pockets the copper and leans in and says, "Thank you for the copper, but stay away from my counter, please.
Okay.
If you'd like anything, I'd be happy to provide it to you."
Well, you were busy. I was trying to be nice, lady.
Well, stealing isn't very kind.
I wasn't stealing. I paid you for it. And you know what's not very kind is pointing fingers and saying that I'm stealing.
Well, as the bartender of the establishment, this is my area, and if you enter it, consider yourself trespassing. I am a hospitable woman, and I'm happy to provide you what you need if you ask. But please respect my business and my family. If you have any other questions, let me know. And then she motions to the other two and starts heading towards the staircase.
Business.
And the kids are like, "Oh!" and they walk away.
As we walk past the counter, I drop 3 gold on the counter. After seeing that.
You guys are fucking rich.
All right.
Well, that was pretty much all the gold I had. I'm gonna beckon
Pour out
over.
of my mind.
I'm gonna beckon over the table.
I looted a lot of Death House, man.
Oh, yeah.
Who are you beckoning to? Just everyone?
Our table. Yeah.
And just have them like kind of like a follow.
Hmm.
All right, so Irina's gonna get up and follow. Rictavio is like has both mugs. Says, "Oh, well, enjoy! Wonderful to meet you."
Even better to meet you, my friend.
I'm sure we'll run across each other again.
At the fishing pot, at the fishing spot, at the pond, at the fishing pond.
I mean, if you like.
Lovely.
And so Danica leads you guys upstairs. Boop. Oh, I'm sorry. That's incorrect. She doesn't lead you this way. She leads you outside. Says, the entrance to the guest quarters is actually out here. This staircase leads to the majority of our rooms. And you guys... Boop.
At first
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you first.
At first I didn't notice it, so she just no-clipped through a wall for me.
But yeah, so she takes you up, and the first room she unlocks is this far one at the end of the hallway, which she opens up to reveal a pretty plain room, but it's got kind of some furs hanging on the walls, and it's got a round table and 4 beds, each with a trunk at the base. And unlocks it with a key, and then turns and hands it to Sten and says, here's the key for this room. And then she turns and takes out of another pocket and unlocks this room next to it with another key, which this one has 2 kind of dressers in it, as well as the chests, and then a little side table. It says, and here's the key for this room as well. Thank you so much, and if there's anything that I can do for you, just let me know. You guys can see over the balcony into the room, and you can see that she's kind of like keeping an eye on Mim as she's speaking. But she kind of squeezes past and heads back downstairs.
Cool. I go in and just kind of collapse on the bed in the far corner.
Irina comes up and... So... I mean, not to be rude, but is it possible that maybe I share the smaller room with the fairy?
Totally all right. I grabbed the larger room because I thought we all should talk.
Understandable. She kind of
we've
shuffles
been-
in and makes room for everybody to come in so the door can be shut.
We've been pretty much running on fumes for a few days now. And quite a lot has happened.
That's true.
Just maybe now's a good time to get our bearings.
What would you like to talk about?
How about we start... Alistair had a reading.
Yes.
I know you've divulged the information not too long ago, I think? Or did you at all? I don't remember.
Pretty sure it was literally a few hours ago.
Yeah, again. Very crazy couple days. We've been alerted to the fact that the Wizard of Wines that was in the reading is actually an establishment. Maybe that's worth a visit. But there could be danger there. They're throwing a party here. I don't know. A good time to meet the Baron. There's so many options.
What exactly is the plan?
I don't have one.
What do we need to accomplish?
I think in order for us all to get home, bless you, Mim.
Thank you.
We need an audience with Strahd, whether that be in good company or bad. It's something we got to figure out.
What else was it that we were looking for from the readings? I remember something about a sword of sorts, I think, right?
It's just the monkey man that's really stuck in my head.
All right, so Alistair goes in and tells you this whole story, and I'm just going to read from notes. So there was the traitor card. It was a wealthy woman who is the ally of the devil, and she keeps a treasure under lock and key.
So this is probably
Fiona or Lydia.
Which is the one that is really rich but has
That's
doesn't
Fiona.
have any political power but is really rich?
Fiona.
Okay.
Can confirm that Fiona is the rich one without political power.
Gotcha.
Cool. So that was the first card. The second card was Druid. Spoke of an evil tree that has treasure, and ravens could lead us there.
Rich person that has treasure?
An evil tree that has treasure, and that ravens could lead us there.
Probably be impossible to miss. We'll find that later.
Right.
Next.
Next was the Trader card. Spoke of a weapon of vengeance, the Sword of Sunlight. It said, look to the Wizard of Wines, and in the wood and sand the treasure hides. So that's probably the winery thing.
Wait, it's what?
So it's the Sword of Sunlight, which is the weapon of vengeance. Look to the Wizard of Wines, and in wood and sand the treasure hides.
Okay, and wood and sand. I don't know where that would be, but I mean, I don't know what that would entail, but yeah.
Right.
You should just stop by there.
The next one was Artifact, and it said, look for an entertaining man with a monkey. He is more than he seems.
Another one you'd know when you saw it.
Yeah.
Tree and a monkey. Maybe they're in cahoots.
I believe the next one was like Enemy, and it just spoke about Strahd being a vampire, which we knew.
Or did we?
And then the last one was Ghost, and all I got was look to Father's tomb.
I can read you the exact thing if you want.
That would be awesome, because I feel like I have the least on that.
It is...
Father's tomb?
But we did
tomb.
get some history about that. We know that his parents were King Barov and Queen Ravnica? Ravania?
It's
Ravenia?
King Barov and Queen Ravenovia.
Ravenovia. There you go.
Yes, actually, no. Literally, the thing she said to you was, "Look to the father's tomb." That's the exact sentence.
Well, there you go. That's why I wrote that down. So we're looking for probably Barov's tomb. Probably.
I mean, pretty much in order for us to be here, there's a father somewhere. So it's a flood of options. And we have Irina. Sorry, I pulled the name from someone we've met earlier. I truly don't know who to trust.
No, I understandable. What was the name again? Just so I can play it off.
Rosavalda.
Rosavalda, right. Rosavalda.
Does that sound familiar to you?
Well, just a rumor. I mean, there was a rumor of an old family in the village of Barovia that had a daughter named Rosavalda, if I remember correctly. But they died a fairly tragic death. I can't imagine that was something you're familiar with.
What a crazy random happenstance.
Yes. So we have what the Oracle, what the Seer has mentioned to Alistair. We have Irina's safety. Whatever we find out in the town immediately, I don't know what to do.
Well, I'll admit that I know of much of the politics and people of power in this place, but I've never been here myself. I'm not quite comfortable yet. And so, if you don't mind, I'd much rather just stick with you, at least in the short term, until we kind of get a better lay of the land. What was it that you said about the woman in your card reading?
Which, of what are you talking about?
You
The
mentioned a
devil
woman.
one?
Yes, it's something about the devil.
Oh, the ally of the devil.
A wealthy woman is an ally of the devil. She keeps the treasure under lock and key.
So, I heard rumors of this. I never gave them much thought. People say all sorts of things, especially of those who they're not particularly fond of and that are in positions of power, but it just seems oddly familiar because I'd heard rumors of Fiona was attempting to start some kind of cult or religious following or some kind. I don't know if there's any merit to it. Her opinion of the burgomaster is fairly publicly not the greatest, and so
I think I mentioned this when we were walking through the morning gate. We should truly have a dinner, a sit-in, a meeting with either or both. See which side maybe we ally on, but maybe without you.
I mean, it could be arranged, but I imagine it would be difficult to arrange without revealing my identity. Neither is going to take a particular interest in dinner with strangers, and well, neither, from what I've heard, are particularly pleasant people.
Do you think that one of their companies could be bought for a few hours, if the coin is right?
Possibly. I imagine it would be expensive. But the burgomaster himself is a very prideful man. Very full of himself. Doesn't have the greatest reputation amongst most. Whereas Fiona is a little bit more of... There's a lot more fear associated with her when it comes to the public perception.
Have we tried just knocking on her door?
I mean, it's worth a shot.
Because it seems like everything else would require a couple days' journey one way or the other. And
That's very true.
I'm kind of tired, so I'd like to go meet with the person here first.
I'm sorry, what was the purpose of these readings again?
Well, originally, I just wanted a little bit more information with anything. But then, I don't know, it felt like she was telling me of a destiny, how to get home. I don't know.
And, you are also coming along with us? And he motions to Irene.
Well, as long as I'm welcome.
I'll toss her the room key.
Thank you. I mean, I don't wish to impose by any means. At any point, if you've already escorted me this far, if I ever become if there's ever any reason for you to continue without me, I understand. You've already done much for me.
We have the room for 3 days. If we grow tired of you after 3 days, that's where we'll part ways. How about that?
She raises an eyebrow at the phrasing, but all right. I'm sure that can be arranged.
So are we off on another adventure already?
It sounds like we're staying here.
Oh, me.
The Wizard of Wines is about 2-3 days travel to the west.
Hmm?
If we did that, we'd miss the festival, which I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Alistair, correct me if I'm wrong, but the reasoning behind the festival is not a happy one.
No, it seems like everybody deals with this land in their own ways, and this one just, I don't know, seems kind of toxic.
Have you ever taken a candle into a dimly lit cave? It's not very effective.
Exactly.
Well, I for one love festivals. Just saying.
I think the festival would also give us information about the people in town. Maybe meet a few new faces.
Festival definitely sounds like fun.
I also imagine that there are probably other people, I imagine there are other people that we could potentially gather information from in town, both on the festivals or other local events. Maybe some other information we could gather about local happenings, this monster that we heard about.
I'll ask Rictavia. He's a wealth of knowledge.
What time did you say it was?
At this point, it's starting to get to like late afternoon. You guys kind of arrived like mid-afternoon. Now it's starting to get late afternoon, early evening.
I almost think we take today, maybe look for, I don't know, a shop in town that might have some remedies for when we inevitably fall on our butt again, and then rest up for the evening.
Yes, I say that we plan on going to talk to Fiona tomorrow, maybe mid-morning.
I like that plan. There's something has been troubling me. Irina, why at the windmill? Why did your name carry so much weight?
Well, the hag seemed to mention something that of Strahd's interest, and he's already visited me twice. I imagine it's something to do with that.
Yeah, do you think we need to be more prepared if we're to have a run-in with Strahd? Alistair, I think you're right.
Is there anything that we'd like to see before nightfall? We have a couple hours.
We should see the inside of a store. Maybe we go ask Danica if anywhere that might have health potions or other remedies.
Health potions might be a tough find, but we can try. Never hurts.
DM question. How far to the edge of town on the west side?
Let me take a look at the map. From where you are, it's about half a mile. Little over half a mile.
I'm going to give the key to this room to Andar.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go take a walk. And then I'll give 10 gold to Alistair. If you find anything.
If you don't
Sounds good.
mind, I'd like to join you just to get a better grasp of the city and make some observations.
All right.
she kind of moves over to stand alongside you.
I'll just fully say it. I'm gonna try to bury the ring on the outside of town.
Okay. Are you saying that to the room?
To you.
Oh, to Irina.
Nope. As a player to GM.
Got it. Understood.
Yeah.
And indeed does not want to put a ring on it.
I'm
I
gonna.
would also like to find a shop. So
Well,
I'm gonna go to the bathroom, but I'll follow the shop people.
Right. Yes.
let's head downstairs and ask around, shall we? And I'm going to go down to Danica and ask where I can find the nearest shop.
it's gonna hang out outside.
Okay. I realized, I was like, does this city has to have like a general store, but I don't remember. It's because it's under a different name. So
I love the idea that this campaign is just like health potions. Nah.
yeah, no,
Nope.
there's a chunk of that.
Is there a place where I can get bitten by a vampire for a fee?
All right. Venturing your table. Perfect. All right, so you go and ask Danica for a store. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Danica, I'm sorry to bother you again, but is there a place where we might be able to, I don't know, find some health potions or adventuring equipment in general? We're all a little spent.
She kind of looks at you and raises an eyebrow and says, well, health potions are a tough find, but if you're looking for any sort of equipment, you're going to want to go to Airsex Stockyard. It's on the northeast side of town.
One more time?
Airsex Stockyard? It's our general store.
Thank you so much. And I apologize for the fairy's attitude earlier. We've all had quite a day.
Totally understandable. I saw what you did, and she kind of like motions at where the gold was, and you're very generous. Thank you.
Thank you. And then I walk out.
You're gonna say, whip out my crossbow.
Your actions have consequences. Oh, we lost somebody. Who'd we lose? We lost Adam.
So you go and you walk up there and you say, just want to let you know your actions have consequences.
I have learned recently that my actions have consequences.
But those
So,
don't start today.
This is a good time for bathroom break real quick.
I'm down if you guys are.
Cool.
All right, cool. And just to clarify before we go, Sten and Irina are heading west. Mim and Andar are heading for a store.
And Alistair.
And Alistair, Adunbi, where are you going?
I'll follow Sten. Sten seems pleasant to be around.
All right.
Split the party. Let's go.
3
It'll be
and 3.
Going door to door.
All right. All right, we will.
A Mormon reference.
We will be right back.
Hello.
All right, we're back. Hello.
Ooh. I want more blueberries. Cap, can you open this for me?
Yes.
I have
All right, so the party is splitting. Allow me to start the music.
The party is splitting.
Hold on, I guess we're still waiting for Hewitt.
It's okay. I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So Alistair, Sten. No, I'm sorry, that's the wrong grouping. Alistair, Mim, and Andar are all going towards the shop, whereas Sten, Adunbi, and Irina are all heading west. So I'm going to pop us over maybe to everyone else. So I'm going to pop you guys over to this map. And I'm going to make a second party token.
Party tokens.
We're gonna be fucked.
It's just a town where everyone's forced to be happy. What could go wrong?
Have you taken your joy?
If you take... What is it? What is this? What is this? Brave New World?
What's that game?
We happy few.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
happy few.
Have any of you guys played it? Because I heard it got bad reviews. Right?
Never played it.
I wanted to play it so badly, but the cat kept telling me about how bad it sounded. What?
Let your key
Sounds
be your
fun.
guiding light.
Hewitt, what'd you say? Sound what?
This sounds fun.
All right, so you guys head out of the Blue Water Inn. And at Danica's direction, she directs you back towards the way you came, towards the entrance. Whereas Sten, Adunbi, and Irina start walking this other way. So who would we like to touch on first? Store or those traveling west?
I feel like store could be long, so I would go with west first.
All right. So then Adunbi, Irina, and Sten, you guys are walking west of the tavern. And let me check two things here. Cool. As you guys are walking, I'm sorry.
No, it was going to be a dumb comment. You keep going.
Okay. As you guys are walking, Irina's kind of looking around and clocking your environment. There are a few less people out than there were at midday, but the roads are still fairly busy as it's like the sun's starting to set. It's still early evening. There's still light. As before, at this point, most of the boar head decorations have been cleared and all of the sun decorations have been starting to put up, but you're still seeing like piles of dead wolves' heads on pikes kind of stuffed off to the side of the road here and there. It's still very much undergoing process, and you are able to determine from the posters that the festival will be 3 days from today. And as you're walking, there's this kind of road, this fork in the road off to the left that you guys can see over here that you start to pass by. And when you look down that road, at the end of it, you see a kind of towering large building, and Irina kind of leans down and whispers, "That is where the burgomaster lives. That's Vargas Velakovich and his wife."
Vargas Velakovich.
And she kind of points it out at the end of the town, but you notice, I want both Adunbi and Sten to roll a perception check.
Let's go first roll.
A 16.
Oh, 9.
All right. So, Adunbi, you notice, as you're kind of looking past the mansion, as you're looking past most of the buildings down the road to the mansion, which she's pointing out this building here with the orange roof. You notice a little closer to you, there is a very brightly painted, like, pink and purple and green, and like there's like little pinwheels spinning out and like kind of little sparklers going off in front. There appears to be a toy shop that's labeled the Blinsky's Toys in big carnival writing. But all of the colors are kind of faded. It seems like there's not a lot of traffic to this toy shop. People don't seem to be going in and out too often, despite plenty of people out on the roads. But this it just seems to be a very colorful building with like pinwheels, and you can see from where you are that there's a display case that seems to have various types of toys and dolls inside the window. Just a little ways down the road.
You guys like toys?
I mean, I used to as a child. Why?
Oh no, this one building has caught my eye. Just very colorful. I mean, check it out.
We're on a walk with no direction. Why not?
Oh, I mean, if you'd like, we've got a little bit of time. I'm sure it's not too far of a detour.
It should only take a second.
So as you guys veer off, we'll touch on the general store group. We'll tag back real quick. So you guys walk pretty much all the way back from where you came from. And on this side of town, all of the decorations are pretty much set already. You can see that everything is now decorated with sun emblems and constructed wooden woven suns, and some of which are lanterns themselves. And as you guys approach, you once again pass the town square, where is the most decorated section of town. There's 3 banners in between every building, and there's a giant pile of wood in the center that appears to be starting to be assembled into a giant effigy of a sun. But you're just seeing the bottom of it now, and the only reason you can tell is because of how many suns you've seen today. You can tell that this is like the bottom point of what eventually will be a large sun. There are also a handful of people in stockades in the middle of the town square. But right on the edge of said town square. Oh, actually, let me describe this. The shops and homes that enclose the town square are decorated with limp, tattered garlands and painted wooden boxes filled with tiny dead flowers. At the north end of the square stands a row of stocks, locked in which are several men, women, and children wearing crude plaster donkey heads. In the center of the square, peasants in patchwork clothes eye you suspiciously as they use cups and vases to draw water from a crumbling stone fountain. Standing tall at the center of the fountain is a gray statue of an impressive man facing west. All around the square are posters advertising the blazing sun. Next to the square is the store that you have been seeking. And you notice that not only is it a store, but it's a whole stockyard, thus the name. And it has several locked sheds along its periphery and lies adjacent to a roomy warehouse. A wooden sign above the front gate reads RSX Stockyard. And parked at the south end of the stockyard is a sturdy carnival wagon with its colorful paint peeling off. Faded lettering on its side spelled out the words Rictavio's Carnival of Wonders, and a heavy padlock secures the back door.
Wonders.
You can also kind of tell that the warehouse seems to be the store itself, and that's this large orange roof here.
Is there a clear front door to the establishment?
Only in the sense of a actual giant warehouse door. It's wide open right now. It's not like the modern warehouse with the rolling wooden metal. It's giant barn doors almost.
Barn doors? Okay, yeah. go ahead and walk on in.
All right, so you head on in and you see like shelves and shelves of various equipment. And there is a middle-aged couple kind of standing in the center of the building. And they approach and say, hello, what can I do you for?
Well, we were interested in maybe a little bit of adventuring gear, just perusing your wares, and maybe wanted to inquire about possible health potions.
Oh, health potions are a tough find. Let me see if I've got any in stock. They tend to sell out fairly quickly.
Fair enough.
He like kind of runs off to a shelf and starts digging through various things. You see him like open a box, kind of dig through. There's like a cluttering, like the clattering of wood and metal, and like a little, like you almost hear like a glass shatter. And he's oh shit, sorry. Let me keep looking. And then his wife says, sorry. While he's looking, is there anything you mentioned equipment? Maybe I can grab something for you.
Yeah, just was curious what you might have in stock.
Well, quite a bit, as you can see. So this store will sell anything from the Adventurer's Gear table in the player's handbook, but they only have items that are 25 gold or less, and everything is 5 times the price.
Oh!
Welcome to Barovia. Equipment is scarce. Scarce? Scarce. Equipment is scarce.
What did you say they have from the chart?
Everything on the Adventuring Gear table, but only items that have 25 gold or less.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, for example, Alchemist's Fire is not there. And anything that is 25 gold or less, they sell for 5 times the price.
Okay.
It was page 150. I don't know if you're looking there.
I'm looking online.
Here, I can hand it to you, too.
Oh, I think I found it.
Okay, cool. Never mind.
Thank you. So, like, you know, if I wanted ink, it says 10 gold, and so they do sell it, but
it's 50. They sell it for 50 gold.
That's insane.
How dare they?
Mim is.
All right, player to GM question.
Yes.
So this kind of the... Are we figuring out that this is how it's going to be everywhere?
For the most part, yes.
Fuck.
Right. Well, do you have a couple, like a water skin or two? Because mine's getting very battered, and I'd like a replacement.
I do. That would be 1 gold.
Okay. Do you have 2 of them?
I do.
And how about one of those healer's kits? How much do you want for one of those?
So that would be 25 gold.
Would you do all of them for 25? I'll even throw in this shiny moss agate thing that I've picked up.
I think that well, let me ask my husband. He comes back with 2 health potions. He's like, so these are my last 2. They're gonna fetch a pretty hefty price though. And she kind of whispers in his ear and like explains the bargain, and he says, And so roll me a persuasion check real quick.
Shit.
How do you
Music to this.
How can we help? How does that work?
I got a 14.
All right. If you wanted to help, you'd have to back him up.
Yeah.
Just kidding, I got a 13.
Why?
I thought I had a 0 multiplier on there. It's a -1 because I have trash charisma.
Gotcha. So Mim, are you gonna try and assist him, or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
what are you in character? How are you backing him up?
Okay. What was the deal specifically? Did he say? He said.
He said that he was gonna offer a moss agate.
Mm-hmm.
in exchange for basically getting 2 gold off of water skins. Basically, he's trading a moss agate for
Great
2
deal
water
for
skins
them.
for free.
I thought he wanted the.
He's getting a healer's kit at full price, and then he's trying to get 2 water skins thrown in for free in exchange for a moss agate,
What
essentially.
do water?
What?
What do water skins for? Just for water?
So they're literally water
water.
bottles.
Oh, then no, I'm not.
Yeah, I can help. All right, so he goes,
Supply's pretty short. I don't know I can do it. I'm sorry.
you literally missed it by 1. You would have tied him.
I'm sorry.
All good. What was it for all of it?
It'd be 27.
I'll hand him 27 gold.
All right. He says,
As for the potions, 250 gold per potion.
potions normally cost 50.
Yeah.
It's tough
I
staying
think I'll-
alone out here.
I think I'll have to pass on those, unfortunately.
Yep.
Well, they're here if you're interested. Just let me know.
Is there anyone in this town that can actually afford something like that?
Well, those who can afford it, they pay for it, and those who can't, they don't get it.
Oh, I see. So you got this like natural selection thing going on.
We're just trying to keep our family fed, man. Business is limited out here, as are supplies. If you'd like, I could interest you in some storage. We've got plenty of storage sheds out back.
No, I think I'll pass. I'm looking at the. Mim's gonna look around.
All right. Is there anything else that you guys are interested in buying?
Would you happen to have any ball bearings?
Well, let's see.
We do. We sell them in bags of 1,000.
Let me go. He like goes and like pulls a ladder down one of the warehouse shelves and slides it over and clambers up and takes one bag off.
That'd be 5 gold.
Done. So I hand him 5 gold, and then I say, and we may have a bit of travel, and I know that staying outdoors during the night isn't the best idea, but just in case we find ourselves there, do you sell tents?
Let's see. Tents. He like runs over, like goes underneath one of the shelves, pushes a box to the side, and like slides out this old dusty bag and kind of like brushes it off and
Yes. Finest tent you've seen. 10 gold. Only fits
Sounds
2
good.
people though.
Do you have any more, or just the one?
kind of looks underneath.
It looks like there are 1 or 2 more back there. I could probably check.
You said they're how much?
They're 10 gold each.
Fuck this town. Maybe just the ball bearings for today. Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
No problem.
At least the drinks are cheap.
Wait, how much is the health potion?
The health potions are
250.
250 each.
Is it in his pocket? Like, where do you put it? Is it still in his hand?
The gold? The potions?
The health potion.
Yeah, he's got it in his. He like put one in a belt pouch. And then he was holding the other one.
Is it like a belt pouch that like it fits it perfectly? So like, if an invisible hand potentially tried to
You could
take
try.
it. I'm gonna wait.
All right.
Can I do the mage? My invisible mage hand. Like if I go outside, I don't see. Like,
you
can
have to
you
check the
normally-
range on your mage hand.
Okay. 30.
You can move it pretty far though. I don't know what the like after you cast it. I don't know how far you can move it after that.
No, it vanishes if it's ever more than 30 feet away from you.
Mm-hmm. And then mine can go invisible. Does the item also turn invisible if I grab an item, or does like the item floating?
The item would look like it's floating.
Nim is starting to realize that she can't just do whatever she wants to do because she keeps getting caught. She doesn't understand why people are getting mad at her. You know, lived in a forest. I'm just reading more about it.
Also, Alistair, roll me a perception check.
Yes. That is a natural 19 for 22 total.
You notice on one of the shelves, there's like a metal tube that has like a little notch on the top. Seems like almost like it was originally meant for like a blow dart or something, but it seems a little thicker than that. Like it would fit like a ball bearing.
What's this?
I'm not sure exactly. I thought it could be some sort of pipe or blowgun. What's it look like to you?
I pick it up and I inspect it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, how much? And just look back at him, just not answering that question.
12 gold.
Can you do 10? And I like bring out 10 gold pieces.
Roll a persuasion check.
Cool.
Oh my god.
Ooh, that's not great.
I love the shopkeeper. So
9.
Fine. 10 gold. Have it. All yours.
Thanks. And I like look at it and then put it in my bag.
You have a barrel.
Awesome.
sold you a barrel. Nice. Hey, you never know when a barrel comes in handy.
Back to the toy
Your
shop.
actions have, and we'll wait for the rest of it.
So, the three of you approach this toy shop.
Can you describe the color again?
Yeah, it's like it's got like mostly purples and grays that are all painted and kind of muted. You can tell it hasn't been painted in a while. And here I can give you a more detailed description. This cramped shop has a dark entrance portico, above which hangs a wooden sign shaped like a rocking horse with a B engraved on both sides. Flanking the entrance are two arched, lead-framed windows, and through the dirty glass you can see jumbled displays of toys and hanging placards bearing the slogan, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky."
What? It's like a demon clown? Like...
It's not fun if it's Blinsky. Okay. So is it like a muted pastel kind of color on the outside?
Yeah, it's like kind of like a maudlin, like it almost looks like it was meant to be carnival-ish, of like it's like this muted kind of like pale purple and then like this almost lime-ish like foresty green, but they're kind of, the paint's peeling and it's kind of faded, so it's not as like neon as it probably once was.
Is this what I look like walking around Barovia?
Ariana kind of looks at you and looks at this and says, Well, I wouldn't say he was faded.
I think I'm understanding the questions I'm getting now.
Well, do we want to check it out, or?
Sure. Doomby, what did you grow up with? What's some of your favorite toys?
My favorite toys. I can't say I've ever had a toy like this, so I've always been curious. But mostly just played with pets. And yourself?
Oh, sticks and rocks, and a bit of imagination, and some of this. I'll give him bark inspiration, and you'll see the rabbit kind of jumping around him.
The Doobie will get really excited and he'll try to pet the rabbit.
Always just out of reach. But it's like the mecha rabbit now.
This is absolutely wonderful. You must have had a lot of fun when you were a child.
Oh. Bundles of it. I'm gonna walk in and I want to find a doll.
All right. So you
Once
walk
we get-
in and you see a large, heavy-set man behind a counter who's dressed in the same. I'll actually just show you the picture. Here's this man,
No way!
and
Come on!
he's this large, heavy-set man in this maudlin purple and green. He goes, "Oh, customer, hello, welcome. I am Blinsky. Welcome to Blinsky's toy shop. How is it that I can help you? Oh goodness, I am so excited.
What is that?
This
Yes.
is my friend. This is Piccolo. Would you like to eat Piccolo? Piccolo is a lovely monkey. He pets Piccolo. But you come for toy? Yes, toy. How can I help? How can I help you? The Blinsky makes many toys. He goes and he like shuffles over to a shelf. He's like, look, I have dolls. I have miniature gallows complete with trapdoor and weighted hanged man. Make you very happy indeed. And this doll comes with sack of attachable heads. Check, look, many heads, only 9 copper. Very great deal, wonderful for children, or I don't know. Maybe you seem very unique. Would you potentially be interested in a wood? There's this mobile of hanging bats with flapping wings. The wings flap. They flap themselves. They look like they are flying. Very fun.
Oh my god.
Wow. I'm gonna go take a look around.
Yes, I will come with you. Let me show you shop. He kind of like is like he's so excited to have a customer. He's pumped.
How about these
No one ever comes here.
these dolls with exchangeable heads? Let's start there.
Yes. I have let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 heads, not including the one on the body. Here's the stack of heads.
You are truly fascinating. Is the doll head hollow or is the body hollow?
You'd have to take off the head to find out because it's currently got the doll has like
So
a
I
head
just do
on
this.
it.
Oh.
Just pops right off and it's completely hollow.
I'm gonna try and exchange heads with him a couple times to get him distracted, and I want to force the obsidian ring into the doll's body.
Ooh, okay. Okay. So roll me a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
And as you're exchanging heads, like they've all got different emotions. There's like an angry head, there's a happy head. There's one that has its eyes and mouth completely sewn shut.
Oh my god. I got an 18.
All right. So as you're exchanging heads with this guy, he's like, yes, happy doll. Pops it on, but not for very long, because you take it off and you put it on into the sad doll. Look at this sad doll. So fun. You can any emotion. You take this off and look, this one is kind of creepy, but it's very fun. And as he like pops it on, you're kind of like, you're like, oh, let me, and he's like, yes, of course, you can try. And you slip it into the head and pop it on.
I'll slip it into the one with the mouth sewn shut. Oh, after looking at this last one, I don't know if this is for me.
Oh, of course. He takes it. He puts it back on the shelf. What else? Let's see. I have this ventriloquist dummy. Are you somebody interested in ventriloquy? You seem like a performer. Make you very happy. Very happy. He comes over and he like shows you this ventriloquy doll, and it's this like pale man with dark slicked hair and little dagger fangs and this rich black cape with like a red vest and black pants and like these very like piercing red eyes. Ventriloquy dummy, speak. You can make it speak.
One moment. This is truly amazing. I'm gonna go jaunt over to a Doonby. And like out loud, I'll say, "Hey, I think he's going to do a little demo. You need to watch this." And
Doonby, did you go in? Are you there too?
Yeah. I'm pretty. I am generally close to Sten at all times.
Okay, cool. Both of you roll me a quick perception or insight, your choice.
I'll take insight.
Perception 10.
Okay.
26.
Doonby, you notice that the ventriloquy doll makes Irina tense up real hard.
Doonby will put a hand on her, like on the back of her shoulder, and be like, "Are you all right?
Yes,
Is everything okay?"
I'm just going to step away from this one for a moment. And she like moves to a different part of the shop. Very stiff movement. Her knuckles are like white clenched.
I want to whisper to a Doonby as we're walking. I assume we're walking. This man is not what he appears. And then I'll wink.
Oh yes, that's correct. This must be the. What should we do?
We go watch his demo. Okay. Now,
all right.
Do you need a song for this, Mr. Blinsky?
No. Welcome to the House of Blinsky, where happiness and smiles can be bought at bargain prices. Perhaps you know a little child in need of joy, a little toy for girl or boy. And then he like mouths with the puppet, but he's a terrible ventriloquist. So he's like, yes, of course. A toy for boys or girls. Very fun. Much joy. Oh, yes. See, very talented. Great show. Wonderful toy. Oh, greatest toy made by greatest toy maker in all of Lucky. Blinsky.
Blinsky.
Can I give that a try?
Of course, yes. He hands you it.
I'm just going to try and repeat what he said.
All right, roll me a performance check.
Here we go. Getting that one.
Oh,
I think for
maybe.
that one, you should try to actually recreate what he said.
I agree.
Okay. All right. So it was something about welcome Blinsky's boys and no, that wasn't it. Boys and girls, Blinsky's. I feel like I'm losing it. I think you're losing it. Definitely losing it. I don't. Are you sure? Are you sure about that? You're definitely losing it. You're going bananas.
Maybe ventriloquy is not for you. He takes the doll, puts it back. But other toys. Let's see. What about he pulls down like the set of nesting dolls, and it's like this like lovely young woman on the outside, and he goes, oh, maybe look inside. He pops the top off, and it's like a middle-aged woman who like with like slightly graying hair. And he goes, oh, but we can go deeper, and he pops it off, and it's like an old woman with wrinkles and like a bun. How deep does it go? He pulls it off, and like the woman's like skin is sagging off of her face. Like she's got like a withered cane.
I want to be real life in this moment.
He goes, but don't worry, there's more, and he pops it off, and it's literally a mummified corpse.
What the fuck?
That is so special.
I agree. Bring much joy to some child someday. If only I can make the children happy. That is my favorite pastime.
Have you always been a toy shop owner?
Yes, as long as I can remember.
Has it always been this, busy?
No. I haven't seen any customers in a very long time, except for, there was a man from very far away. He comes in and he's become my friend. He speaks of tall tales from across the world. Very nice man.
I'll
Came
just
in-
exchange looks with the Doomby.
He came in 2 weeks ago and bought a doll, of the Vistani.
Of a stony doll, huh?
Yes, I can show you. And he goes, Piccolo, get. And Piccolo like jumps off his shoulder and runs up and like pulls a doll from a shelf. Both of you roll me a perception check.
22.
15.
So you both see that the doll that gets pulled is kind of in the like very colorful kind of wayward garb of the Vistani. But Sten, you specifically notice that the doll next to the one that Piccolo pulls has a striking resemblance to an auburn-haired woman in the clothes of the village of Barovia and looks an awful lot like Irina. But the monkey comes crawling back, like hops down a couple shelves, hops back to his shoulder, and brings over this this kind of jester-looking Vistani doll. Yes, this one. I made another. This is not the one he bought, obviously. I have this one. He has that one, but this is
You
what he
made
got.
these.
Yes, I make all of these toys.
Just
Oh.
for pure inspiration? Or...
I also will mention that Piccolo's wearing a tutu.
Okay, let's start with that. How
Relevant
frilly?
information.
What's the color?
It's
Does it
pink.
look good?
It's quite frilly, and it seems to be fairly newly sewn.
Let's fucking go, Piccolo. Okay. I don't know how to discreetly point out. Wait. I think I have a message. I do. I'm just gonna like cover my mouth really quick in like disbelief, like, oh wow. Trying to mute the verbal components of message, but I'm gonna send message to Doomby.
Okay.
Hello, don't be alerted. I'm in your head. Don't say anything out loud. There is a doll that looks like Irina. And I'm just gonna like kind of drift my eyes that way. I think that's about as many words as I
Roll
get.
me a deception check to see how well you pull this off.
Perfect. 21.
He's so thrilled he's got customers he doesn't even notice. But yes, I've been a toy maker for a long time. I consider myself a student of Fritz von Werg. He's my inspiration.
Fritz.
Fritz von Werg.
The Fritz von Werg.
The Fritz von Werg. He's the greatest inventor of all time. I study his writings.
Do I know his name?
No, no idea who this is.
Is he the one with the cart?
No, he is the one who invents. I've heard that he has made a clockwork man.
I could never create such a creation, but a clockwork man, can you believe it?
A man made of clocks? No. I cannot believe it.
I can hardly believe it myself. I could never create such a creation, but I make toys for the children.
So, you made all of these dolls and toys, even
Yes.
the one of the woman, yes?
The woman. Oh. Well, that is a custom order. I do not make. It's not standard. Standard stock.
Custom order from. Does it take a lot of money for a custom order like that?
No. Would you like one? I can make you one.
I'm just curious what kind of individual would do a custom order. I've never been to a shop like this.
Well, the only. I mean, I wouldn't call him a. Well, I wouldn't call him a customer because he doesn't pay, but he threatens to burn down my shop, so I make it for him.
Oh, that's not any good.
No, it is not the most fun.
Well, if you want, we could help deal with this individual. Maybe we can meet up with them and persuade them from doing anything so dangerous.
Well, that might be tough. He is very strong. He is the captain of the local guard. He is
Oh,
not exactly the nicest man. He says I have to make him $1 a month.
Do they always look the same?
Well, they change slightly each time. It gets closer. I'm getting closer to what he wants. He says, he gives me a description, and I sew it, and then he comes and he takes it, and he is mad, but he leaves and he comes back, and every time he says, I am that much closer. Just that close.
so you make a new? You said you make a new doll every time, or do you
Every
just
month.
improve on this every month?
He comes in and he gives me a description, and I try and make it. And each time he
Is it
says
this-
it is this much closer.
Is it the same type of description?
It is
Or
pretty
different-
close
different.
each time.
Mm.
Only minor differences.
Mm.
I don't know who it's meant to be, but
I think what you have is wonderful. I'd keep the red hair. I think it looks good.
Is he coming back soon?
well, let's see. He came. It was Thursday, so he'll probably be due back in a few days. Sometime soon. He's not
Well,
consistent. Kind of.
Well, if you
Comes
don't
and
want to
goes.
be, if you don't want to be threatened anymore, maybe we could help you out.
I would just like him to pay for the wear. I don't have Disney. Business has not been good. Business has been not great. I just want to
Well,
bring
you-
joy to the children.
You seem like a very nice and hospitable toymaker, so we would be more than happy to help.
How about I commission something? We'll come back in a couple days to check on it. Maybe have a
what
run-in.
would you? What would you like? I
Give
can
him
make
a
you
description
anything.
of canine.
Oh,
All right, and just a standard cloth. What? It sounds fairly mechanical. Would you like it made of wood? We could make it almost like an action figure.
Yes, and I hope this. I hope this is not morose. You know those toys when you press the button on the bottom, and they've got a string running through the wood, and they just kind of fall.
When you
have you
press
heard
the
of
button,
these?
you like it goes limp.
Yes, you press the button on the bottom,
Yes.
which releases the slack in the string,
Yes, and then it goes limp, and then you let go, and it comes back.
Yes.
Yes,
Almost back to life. Yeah.
I'm
Can you
familiar
do-
with it.
Something like that.
Of course.
Then let's do it.
How large do you want this to be? Like a few inches, a foot, 2 feet?
No, not that tall. Maybe 3, 4. Is that a lot?
4 inches?
Yes. Is that?
Easily done. This is nothing. I can do this. All right. So let's see. He like rustles behind the counter, starts pulling out like, and we said wood, yes. He like pulls out like a string of rope and like no, puts it back down, brings out some twine. Yes, perfect. And like he like brings out like 2 or 3 blocks of wood. Would you like it in ash, or would you like it in mahogany, or would you like it in oak? I also have pine.
I
Yes.
seem to be quite familiar with wood. I don't know if this is too far reaching. We found you in the woods. Do you know?
Yes. Fur. Well, what type of thing are you looking for? Are you looking for
Fur? Would you like fur? I have fur. Tush.
long-lasting longevity, the style?
I think longevity is probably the idea. Yeah.
I would suggest mahogany.
Mahogany.
Mahogany. Yes. He like shoves all the other wood blocks off the counter, and they all just like clatter to the floor. All right. And he takes out like a whittling knife and starts. It'll be ready in 2 days.
How much?
Oh yes. 8 gold.
8 gold, huh? Does he seem hard strapped for cash? I know it's not busy, but like, does he look?
He straight up said the only customer he's had in 2 weeks is this nice man who came in and told him stories and bought a Vistani doll. And then he described how the only other person who's come in is a guard who frequently comes in and threatens to burn down his shop.
Right.
So I believe he's on.
So like he has no customers at all, but like, does he seem like?
You can tell that like part of the reason he doesn't have customers is because all of his toys have this really morbid twist.
Yeah.
Like they're all really off-putting, but he's like so excited about it and just wants to bring joy to people. But people won't visit his shop because it creeps them out. So he's making do, but not much beyond that.
How about we haggle for it? You say 8 gold? 9 gold.
But I'm happy with 8. Do you want? Are you sure 9?
9? How about 10?
I do. He looks to it. I do not understand the game. Is this am I supposed to know the game?
You're a very nice individual. We just want to be able to do you a favor. This is all.
He looks at you and he's like, I don't know if I am supposed to go higher or lower. So I will say...
You've taken too long. 10 gold it is.
All right, deal.
How about we do half now and half later? Just for my own sake.
Deposit is welcome.
All right. I'll give him 5 gold.
Thank you very much. You will have your toy soon. 2 days. Come back. I will have it ready. It will be beautiful. Beautiful.
I don't doubt it won't be. Do you want a toy?
You know, I think I am okay for now. I'll think on it. Thank you for asking, though. You're always looking out for people, you know that. You're a very good person.
Oh, why? Thank you. You know, Your gentle demeanor kind of reminds me of somebody.
It's a pleasure to hear.
Yeah, a story for another time, I'm sure.
So, the cards that we needed to find this person, but what exactly are we supposed to do when we find them?
You know, I'm so overwhelmed by the oddity of this shop that I forgot what even he was supposed to bring to the table.
Well, we can always ask, what was his name again? Alistar?
I say Alistair. I believe everyone else says stir, but...
Star.
Yeah.
We can always ask him when we get back.
I think they say
to-
Alistair because he stirs the pot. I think that's the joke.
Yes. And he's very studious. He takes notes of everything.
He does.
Yes.
You guys hear this? And you guys look over, and Irina's like standing over what appears to be like a little merry-go-round, but instead of like horses with children on top, it's wolves chasing children in a circle.
Oh my god.
What?
And Blinsky looks over and sees her and goes, "You look very familiar. Are you friends with Isaac?"
Is he looking away from me right now?
Yeah, he's looking straight at Irina.
I'm gonna cast disguise self to look exactly like her.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna walk up.
Okay.
She probably looks familiar because she's my twin sister.
There are two of you. Do you know Isaac?
Oh, do we know? No. Of course not.
He gets he thinks for a moment, and then he gets really serious. You should not let Isaac find you. I do not think it would be wise to let Isaac find you.
This is Isaac.
Isaac is the captain of the guard. Isaac Strahd.
That is his name.
He is Baron Vargas Valakovich's right-hand lackey. He is the muscle of the town. And he makes me make dolls of you. I did not know it was you, but it is you. I can tell your hair is different, but I can tell. And I do not think that you should see him. If you do not know him, I do not think you should let him find you.
That's a very good tip. Thank you.
But I don't know which one of you he wants. If there are two of you, that is confusing.
It's probably me. I'm better looking.
Irina at this point is exiting the shop. She is like out.
Okay, well, toodaloo.
Okay, stay safe and tell your rabbit friend wherever he went thank you for his patronage. He is a beautiful creature, whatever he is. Rabbit man.
I think you should probably just call him a patron. But goodbye.
Beautiful patron. Beautiful patron. His toy will be ready in 2 days. Tell your friend.
I'll find a rabbit and tell him. Yep.
He like doesn't seem to believe her, and so he turns to me. You tell your friend. 2 days.
I will, thank you.
Back to general store. So you have a barrel.
Yes.
You bought. How many tents did you buy? Did you buy just the one, or?
We didn't buy tents. That
you didn't buy the
pretty
tents.
expensive.
Got it.
So is the shopkeep distracted? There's two of them or one?
There's two. It's a middle-aged couple.
Okay, and are they distracted by the rest of the?
So the one is talking to Alistair right now. The husband, the wife is just kind of chatting with you both.
Okay. I'm gonna try to them towards me, but like looking away from.
Okay.
And I'm gonna like flitter and fly up around, kind of be like, "Hey, have you guys ever wanted to fly before? It's really fun."
I don't believe we could if we tried. But how are you doing that? You
Well,
have
I mean,
wings?
And I'm very lucky to have wings, but you know, I also might have something that can help you guys fly too. Actually, I have two. And I pull out vials of liquid.
Oh God. Okay.
Have you guys ever seen these before? And she's just like kind of moving around and flittering.
Stand still. It's hard to tell.
I can't stand still. I'm just excited because I get to share something cool with you guys.
Can I inside check Mim?
I mean, well, you know what those are.
Yeah, but I'm trying to discern what the plan is here.
Does he know what it is?
I don't know. I don't know your plan. So I mean, I presume I know your plan, but
Well, something I've had just since we stoppered bottles with liquids.
Oh.
Liquid.
that's what I'm saying is I think because you only have 2 bottles, right? So he should know what the bottles are. But
Well, right, I'm holding 2. I have 10 of just regular, like, some liquids. And
It's-
then
you have 10.
Yeah.
I also have the youth potion, the laughter potion, and the poison.
Got
And
it.
I've
So we don't know
owned
what
them.
they are.
Yeah,
Why do you have 10? What is that from?
it's
It's a
from-
starting equipment for rogues.
Oh
yeah,
my goodness. Okay, got it.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, so listen here. This is. You can't tell anybody I have these because everyone's been wanting them, and I've been telling them I'm out of stock. You know, I do these underground deals. Don't tell anyone. And you know, I gotta be honest with you. Have you ever heard of flying potion?
No. What is a flying potion?
Well, you know, it's like you have to take them, and they help you fly, and that's it. They're super cool, super easy.
So the husband's into it. The wife's like, Gunther, this is just like the Vistani. They say that they have potions that let people through the mist and people just die. You cannot trust random vials from random strangers. Do you know this?
Can I stealth while this is happening? Just kind of
You
stick
can try.
back behind him?
Okay.
That's not terrible. 15?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so do I hear the wife's thing?
Yeah, she's speaking out loud. She's not being subtle.
And I'm just like, well, I mean, if you don't even want them, I mean, it's a once in a lifetime, or I guess twice in a 2 of them.
It's a
chance to
once
be
in a
able to
lifetime, dude.
fly.
Gunther's turning to his wife. What if it is real? What if it's real? What if we can fly? Do you know how cool it would be to fly?
You also might be able to fly out of the mist, or you could sell them to other people who want to. I don't know how that works exactly.
I'm telling you, it's just like the Vistani. They're trying to sell us this. We do not know. It's the mist. That is how people die. We are not going to buy. But what if we can fly?
Wait,
How
while
cool
they're
would it be to fly?
distracted, and I'm distracting them, I'm gonna cast Legend it invisible.
Right.
Okay.
Cast what?
Mage hand.
Okay.
Legend mage. I can make invisible.
I am going to
I'm gonna
point
go
out you need you need somatic components for mage hand, and you have things in both your hands.
I need what components?
Somatic. You need to be able to. You need to have at least one hand free, and you have things in both your hands.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna put the little vials in it. Okay, hold on. Okay. Well, then I'll put one of the vials back in my pocket, and I'll say, and while I'm putting them back in I'm like pretending to put them away. Well,
Yeah,
I guess
that's
if
fair,
you
that's
don't
fair.
want them, and I'm like,
Roll me a sleight of hand.
I'm nervous.
I would also like to assist with this and go for them too.
So roll me a sleight of hand.
Okay.
So nervous. A natural 20.
23.
Okay. They're absorbed in their argument.
Okay, so can I cast my mage hand? It's invisible, and I want to try to take the. I can remove belt.
You cut out because.
I think I can steal the health potion that's on his belt.
So with your rolls,
Mm-hmm.
the hand's gonna appear right above the pouch, right as Alistair's able to hook the pouch open with his finger, which is going to just clear the way for you to just take one out.
Okay, I take it, and then is it barrel? What is? Why does he have a barrel?
Of a gun.
Of a gun,
Oh.
like
I thought it was a barrel. Like
no, it's a
like-
metal tube barrel.
I was like, why does he have a barrel? Okay.
Here's the forward-thinking straw.
I take the potion and I kind of do it, but like put it behind the shopkeep and the wife. And is Alistair behind them now? Because he said he went.
Well, if you
So-
want, Alistair's literally with his hand right there. You could just hand it off to Alistair.
Oh, okay, I'll just hand it off.
Cool.
Okay, and then
Ag.
I say, okay, I won't sell you these. Kind of dangerous anyway. 'Cause there's a chance they won't work. But
See, they're dangerous. They may not work. Yelena, we could fly. What part of this don't you understand?
hey, and then I kind of fly close. I say, flying's not all it's cracked up to. Don't even worry yourself. It's okay.
You said we could. You don't change your story. What if I could fly? You don't know how I could. Maybe I'm great at flying. I've never tried.
I bet you're great at flying. All right. I bet you are. But, you know, I have to save. Just because, like, I'm traveling with my friend. If we come into trouble, I have to give them. Plus, they're really expensive. And, you know, with the way your prices are in your shop, I just don't know if you guys could afford them.
Now she is judging us? Yeah, Yelena's like, I'm telling you, it was a scam from the beginning. You can try and say otherwise, but I think that's all a scam. Whatever, go. Fine. Take your equipment and go. You bought what you want. Get out.
As I'm walking out, can I just ask if I can, like, some burr, I guess? What's, like, the cheapest thing in the store?
The cheapest thing.
Or
Sling bullets are pretty cheap. Flasks are pretty cheap. Ladders, jugs, ink pens. A sack. A sack is the cheapest thing. A sack or a torch. Or a whetstone.
Okay. I'm gonna be like, oh, I like this, and it's just a whetstone. This is kind of cool. How much for this?
For you, it's 1 silver.
1 silver. Here, and I just hand them a gold piece, and I say, keep the change. Thank you. And I fly.
I feel so conflicted. All right, Andar and Alistair, is there anything else that you guys want to do at the shop, or are you guys all wrapped there?
Nope. I'll leave
All
with
good.
him.
All right, cool. Then we'll head back to the other group.
Real quick, what did we just steal? What kind of health potion is it?
It is a standard healing potion. Let me see. The
2d4 plus 2.
just a potion of healing, 2d4 plus 2.
Cool.
All right. So the three of you walk out of Blinsky's shop. And Irina is visibly shaken, and Sten, Irina. Now there's two of you.
When the door shuts, I'll drop it. I'm assuming it's like foggy glass or something where he can't really
it's
see.
dirty.
Yeah. So once we close the door, I'll drop it.
Cool. That ventriloquy doll. That was a doll of Strahd. That was made after Strahd's likeness.
Oh,
I put my hand in that.
You did. It was disturbing.
what Strahd? Do you think Strahd is the one that is asking for these dolls to be made?
No, he said
Isaac. Who's?
Yes, but do you think Isaac is working for Strahd?
It's possible.
And you haven't met an Isaac before?
Never. I mean,
Who would know who you look like?
Isaac is a common name. I've met younger children named Isaac, but no one who would be the captain of the guard here in Vallaki.
I do suppose.
And not an
That
Isaac
puts a little bit-
Strasny. That's a new name to me.
Yeah, I think that just puts a lot more weight into Andar's argument about visiting Fiona. If Isaac is the Baron's right-hand man.
Yes, then Fiona would definitely be the safer of the bets. But why would an Isaac be looking for me?
Well,
Or making
Maybe it's
dolls
best
of
we
me.
get off
Maybe
the
it's not.
streets.
Maybe it is best. I suppose you're right.
also as we're walking, we can always ask him ourselves in a few days.
Perhaps.
He'll be back by the shop.
I don't imagine I
No
should be present
doubts.
for that conversation.
No. Stay in the safety of our rooms. But when he does come back, we can stop him from stealing from this poor young shop owner, as well as ask him a few questions of our own.
Either way, maybe it's best we vacate the premises.
Vacate the premises?
Yes. Sorry. Let's see if disguise self could work on somebody else, and then I remember that it's called self.
Yep.
Disguise the self of others.
So she starts heading back towards the fork. At this point, it's starting to be early nightfall. The sun's starting to set. You're starting like the sun's start like in the final stages of setting. You're getting that kind of purplish evening look. And you travel through town for a little ways. Nothing particularly of note until you come to about here. And
Are there guards out and about?
there are here and there.
Do we want to just go back to the inn? Sorry to wreck on that.
Oh, you can.
Or keep walking.
It's up
What
to
do you
you.
think?
Knowing what we know about from like the toy shop, probably want to get Irina to like a safe like location away from prying eyes, because people know exactly what she looks like in this city. So I agree with you, yeah.
All right. Then back you head. Fairly quick journey.
In the city.
I will say, almost just moved the whole map. I will say, you notice that like most passerby don't appear to take note of Irina. It doesn't appear
just-
like
just
the
in
common
case.
person knows. But I just
Yeah.
not to change your plan, but just so that you're aware of, like, not everyone knows who she is, but there are clearly some who do.
Yeah. Definitely just talking about the dangers.
So you guys are going to make it back to the inn faster than the general store group, because the general store group is further back. So, you guys will make it back early. At this point, ooh. When
How
you
well do I
return,
remember the doll? Oh, sorry.
how well do you remember what doll?
The in the likeness of Strahd doll.
How well do you remember it?
Mm-hmm. Did it look like the painting in the Durst house?
It did not.
Or the statue? Whatever
Oh,
it
the
was.
statue, yes. The statue, it was a very similar likeness, as well as it could be in kind of a caricature, like puppet doll form. But yes, same thing. In the meantime, let's see who's in the inn. I'm gonna take these two. Where are they? Here they are. Boom. Cool. So you guys come back, and you notice that the bar's a little bit more hopping this time. Now there's about double the people chilling in various parts, at various tables. The boys are still running around. Danica's still, like, dutifully manning the bar itself, and you notice that the crowd is kind of giving a fairly wide berth to two really noisy drunks in the middle of the room who have about 4 tankards each in front of them, are just guzzling it down, slamming it on the table and laughing, and oh yeah, no, that's right, that's oh, I remember that was a good scruff, that was. And you can see that Danica's providing them as long as they're paying, but that's about the extent of her involvement with them.
Do we see this from above?
Are you guys going straight upstairs? Yeah, that's a thing. So then, yes, you would notice the commotion as you guys enter the room. Mim, you are with the general store people still.
Oh, I understand.
They get back a little earlier.
That makes sense. I was like, I thought I was just delayed.
What's all this ruckus? Have we seen these people before?
Irina kind of looks over and says, I know who those are. Those are Nikolai and Karl Wachter. Those are the sons of Fiona, who we would be potentially visiting.
Fiona. You said she was the rich individual, correct?
Yes, she's a noble in these parts.
Do you think that we could get an audience with Fiona from these folks?
I'm sure it's possible, although I don't know how keen to reason they are. The reputation is that of bumbling buffoons and braggadocious brawlers, if you will. She kind of looks over and says, and apparently drunks as well.
You said they're like causing a commotion. Are they like basically making customers leave and stuff, or?
They're basically just being like they're just being raucous. They're not. You can tell that they're kind of like everyone's just kind of giving them a wide berth, and every once in a while they kind of like square up on somebody and flex at them or whatever, and people will shy away, and then they'll laugh and drink and.
Gotcha.
Generally, just looking for trouble.
Gotcha.
Well, I am half of that. I can be a bumbling whatever. I'd certainly be a sight. I think if we wanted to speak with him, we could definitely start the conversation by presenting a rabbit.
It's about at this point that the rest of the party is going to arrive. Are you guys coming into the bar, or are you guys heading up to your rooms?
Probably go. I would go room.
Okay.
As we're walking up, can I have a side conversation with Mim?
Well, it depends on where Mim's going.
I'm following the group.
So then, yes, you would be heading up to the room as well. And Andar, are you going to the room then?
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll just stuff everyone in along the balcony. So as you guys are discussing, the door will open, but on the way up, Alistair and Mim, you were saying?
Mim, that was excellent, and I hand you the healing potion.
Ooh, thank you.
Yes.
I enjoy doing things like that.
You're very talented at it. You remind me of a group of friends that I run with back home. I think you would do super well with our crowd if that was anything you were ever interested in.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, totally. And Mim's like freaking out and
Sounds good. I'll introduce you to Jarek if ever we get back.
Jarek. Cool name. Cool.
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 All the acorns are gonna hear about this.
I was about to be like, Mim pulls out her and then like whispers to them and puts them back in.
So right at the point that after that exchange happens, when the door opens and you see the other three hanging over the balcony, kind of like observing what's happening below.
I mean, a rabbit. Hello. We have a lot more to talk about.
Yes, we do. And I hand you 10 gold.
Oh.
Nothing of worth. Very expensive.
I think you guys are wanting to hear this. Let's have a chat in the room.
Sounds good.
Doonby, where do we start?
Well,
We found the man with the monkey.
yes.
Totally on accident. What was the part that you what was the reading for that again? I don't. Sorry.
No, you're fine. It was the artifact card, if I recall. Look for an entertaining man with a monkey. He is more than he seems.
Do you have more than that? Do you have the preface for that? Just out of curiosity, because I can provide you the preface if you need it.
No, I have ally card, artifact, look for entertaining man. That's what I have, basically.
And I think the ally card is the other important piece of that. I'll read you the exact thing though, in case it's helpful. Just because it's been a long time.
Alistair suddenly recalls with perfect accuracy.
Da, 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 da. What's the actual... This card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness.
There's a little bit of antithesis there. His shop is so morbid. But we shouldn't digress there. He has been commissioned by the Baron's right-hand man, Isaac
Strahd.
Osney, who's the captain of the guard, to make a doll of which he will never pay for. He threatens to burn down his shop. And the doll looks uncanny like Irina. But Irina's never met Isaac.
I've never even heard of Isaac.
So that's a problem, right?
I would say so. Irina, you've never even heard of this Strahd family name?
Not one of note. I don't believe that their family is anyone that has made any impression, if you will.
And it gets worse. He has another doll, although a little bit different, that is apparently in the likeness of Strahd.
And I'm sorry, but this is a good man? You sure?
This man is eclectic and has a monkey. I mean, we haven't visited everywhere, but it has to be the guy, right?
I can't think of many people who would have monkeys. That's fair.
He is terrified of the guard, for what it's worth.
The connection seems too good to not be true.
I've arranged a commission as well. He said the guard would be there in a few days. We could go pick up what I've commissioned and maybe confront the guard without Irina. It's just on the table, but...
Depending upon how much noise we want to make, we could also just pick up the commission and a friend along the way.
But for Andar's sake, I think, and this ties in perfectly, I think we should visit Fiona. I think we should steer clear of the Baron. And as it happens, Fiona's kids are the ones making all that ruckus downstairs.
Oh, those are her kids, the ones who know how to have a good time, huh?
Yes. Precisely that. Do we try to garner an audience via, whatever the names were?
Garner an audience? Let's just go have a drink. And I walk out of the room.
Well, as luck would have it, that was going to be my idea. Send Andar down.
He is the party man, after all.
Is the owl coming with or staying?
Oh, it's coming with.
So, Andar comes in. Are you doing the double door thing, or are you...
You know, if it's feasible, I'll just walk in whatever door opens. If one opens, I'll hit my shoulder walking in.
So you fling both the double doors open, but one comes back and bounces you and whacks you. And like you hear this clatter of the bones on your other shoulder. And everybody kind of turns and looks. These two guys in the center are like, I get a load of this guy. Look at you. Coming in with a big fancy entrance.
And I'll look over and be like, I was just so excited that I've finally met two people who aren't depressed.
Now that's the kind of talk we like to hear. You just have a drink. Come on over here. Danica, here's another round. We're going to get around for a friend here whose name we don't know yet. What's your name?
Well, what's your name?
I see. Answer a question with a question. That's a clever man. I see. Well, I am Nikolai. And the other one goes, and I am Carl.
Well, hello, Nikolai and Carl.
Well,
My
what's
name's
your
Andar.
name? Andar. All right, Andar it is.
And this stunning fella up here is Doctor Who.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. Is he moving? He looks dead, but he's moving. What's that about?
He's had a rough day.
Are you some kind of dark sorcerer, Andar? Or is that who you are? That type of
Sorcerer,
person
I'm just
you
a
are?
person who likes to have a good time. What type of person are you?
I do believe that this is our type of ale, Carl. I do think so, Nikolai. What do you say? We play a drinking game with our friend Andar here. Whoa, I don't know.
love drinking games.
We're a few rounds in. I'm not sure. We got a bit of a head start. We'll get him to catch up. All right, well, how about this, Andar? You down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drinks. And then you'll be where we are, and then we'll play a game.
Great deal.
All right. Danica, you heard the man for 5 rounds. Danica kind of like looks at them and looks at you.
I'm gonna walk up to her and be like, I'll go get him. I'll go get him. Make sure she doesn't fill him too full. I've seen your 3/4 full cups. No cheating.
That's because we drank the other quarter, friend. Don't you get it twisted.
I'll walk up to the bar and ask her to just fill them with water. And then I will use prestidigitation to change the look. No, I will use shape water to change the look and consistency to look like ale or whatever they're drinking.
All right. It's all wine. That's all the place has. But
Wine.
she kind of like looks at you, smiles and nods, and she goes and fills up 5 tankards of water, kind of surreptitiously, and slides them over and says, "Here you are. Good luck."
And then I'll just kind of go over, grab them all up, go down to the table, and just start slamming them.
Oh, look at this guy! Look at all this drink again.
Can I lean over the balcony and just be like, damn, Andar, great job, and use Bardic Inspiration?
Of course you can.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go back in the room. You get a D6 on an ability check or whatever you want.
Ooh, well, thank you.
Next 10 minutes.
And then as I slam the last one down, I say, all right, I'm caught up. What's your game?
Why don't you tell us? You're the guest.
Why don't I tell you? Well, I know so many drinking games that it's hard to pick just one.
Well, I'll go on, gang. And he pulls out like a deck of cards. He goes, we put cards all around the drink. And we pull a card. And then we Drink how many number it says on the card. But if you break the circle, you drink the thing in the middle. But the thing is, the thing in the middle is not only wine, but also a little extra. He pulls out a little vial and goes, oh, the hard stuff.
What's the hard stuff?
Moonshine.
All right. Well, now we're talking.
So what do you say?
I've forgotten the rules already, but let's play.
All right. 4 cups of wine. Danica brings them over. They like slam. You see that they like put up like 3 gold more than is necessary for the 4 cups. So clearly they're paying well, which is the only reason why Danica's dealing with them. But she scoops it off the table and quickly like moves away. And you watch as Carl places the glass in the center with the wine and pops off the stopper and pours it in. Then you moves a glass of wine in front of each of you and says, all right, finest wine in the place. Moonshine's in the cup. And he surrounds the cup with cards. So who draws first?
What were the number values on the cards meaning again?
It's you take a number of sips equal to the cards.
And what are the cards' numbers? Are they just like
Just 1
a
through
standard
10.
deck of cards? 1
No,
through 10?
no face cards, just 1 through 10.
All right. I say, I'll go first.
All right, roll me a d10. And roll me a d20 as a sleight of hand check as well.
It is a 2.
Actually, just make it a straight dex check.
15, 17 decks.
All right, you're able to definitely maneuver one of the cards without breaking the circle. And you pull up and show your 2 and take 2 swigs of your wine. And because that's the first of your wine, you're perfectly fine. And then Nikolai goes, all right, big man, I'll see you. I'll go next. And he goes to pull a card. Almost wiggles one out and exposes, but is fine for now. And pulls up a 4, and you see him, all right, down that. Glugs down 4 big gulps of wine. Followed by Carl, who goes the other end, sneaks out a card, pulls up a 7, downs about a third of his mug of wine. Chug. Nikolai's cheering him on. And then it comes back to your turn.
All right. Nat 20 on the dex check.
Okay.
And then a 5 for the D10.
All right. So at this point, you're about a third of the way into your mug. But you managed to actually slide some of the cards together as you pull the card out, which will make it like a little easier for you on your next pull. Which brings us to Carl again. And he pulls up a straight 10, but managed to keep the cards together. Goes about a little less than half of his glass.
Those look like pretty small sips to me, Carl.
I got 10 of them, don't you give me no shit. And then Carl pulls another 10. Or Nikolai pulls another 10. And they're like, wait a minute, what's up with this game? We won't get 10s right next to each other. And he's like, well, you did it, I gotta do it. So he goes and he chugs. And at this point, he's down to almost like a third. Which brings it to your turn.
a 17 on the dex check.
Mm-hmm.
And another 5 on the d10.
Okay. So you're getting down to like just under half. Now that you're swigging.
Are these two sufficiently drunk?
They're pretty drunk.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand under the table as well.
Okay. And what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna wait for one of them to pull a card and just have Mage Hand kind of give the table a little tap.
Okay. So the Mage Hand's underneath. He goes to pull a card, pulls a 10. Even with the tap, he manages to keep the cards from separating for a second. But this is his second 10 in a row. He's like, how many 10s are there in this deck? And he goes, at this point, he's like almost to the bottom of his mug. And then Nikolai follows. And he pulls a 1, but with a little tap from the Mage Hand, separates the area. Oh, fuck. He downs the rest of his drink, takes the thing in the center, full on just swings it down, comes out sputtering. He's like, all right.
Stranger, you win this round, but there's more where that came from.
More, perhaps, but it's getting very late. Might I recommend we all go to our respective resting places, and tomorrow I'll stop by and we can have a conversation. You seem like fellas that I'd like to talk to a little bit more.
Fine. We live over on your side of town. It's
Number.
It's you take the center fork and we go north. Where that's the Wachter house. That's the one. That's where you'll find us. We'll be there. But don't come early because we'll be sleeping.
What time will you not be sleeping?
What do you think, Carl? The shape that you're in, we're probably gonna be asleep till noon. That's not uncommon for us, ain't it, Carl? No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
Noon it is, gentlemen. I'll bring more wine.
Oh, yeah, you see this guy's a friend of ours. We like this guy, don't we? Yeah, we do. Woo!
And I'll bring some friends. We'll make it a whole thing.
Party, I see. Well, okay, we'll just, wait, you're coming to our house. We might not want to have a party at home. My mom would be pretty mad. Maybe we party here.
Maybe if it gets to party status, we'll move it over here.
Whatever you say, I'm just saying, Mom's a piece of work here. We'll be spending much time there. But if you want, you can pick us up and we'll go on an adventure.
Perfect.
All right. You say I want more wine? There's more wine.
I'm just going to agree with what you said.
Yeah, but you do want more wine.
Tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna get some more wine.
No, I've got to go to bed. I've got to go to bed. It's very late. I've had so much wine. You should go to bed too.
But the bed's no fun compared to the bar. All right, goodbye, stranger. And on your bed.
I'll wander upstairs.
Plot twist, they're dead in the morning.
Hey, no spoilers.
And say, I've got us an invite to the house.
I'll see the little mecha rabbit jumping around him still. Oh, and you didn't need any help.
They're my people.
Out of curiosity, just to cover, is there anything that anyone wanted to be doing while Andar was having his drinking game with the boys?
No.
I'll just be inspecting the barrel.
All right, cool. Irene is gonna go in and settle down in the ladies' room.
The ladies' room. As in like the bathroom, or as in like?
As in like the room for the women in the party.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch Andar from the balcony because I'm writing a story about Andar and his heroics. So I want to see if I can intertwine this as
All right,
well.
cool. Sounds good.
Gotcha.
Doonby, what are you doing?
That's a good question. I think I'm just going to like watch I'm gonna watch Alistair and Curiosity as he inspects the barrel.
Cool.
Just because I'm curious.
And then that leaves Mim.
Mim is gonna go in the other room with Irene in a second, but before she goes, she just comes over to Doomby and says, "Hey, I hope you had a good day. My acorns just wanted to say hi. So, hi."
And like as you're leaving, he's like, "Oh, hi to the acorns is, she's already gone." Okay.
When I get in there, I say, "Hey, I heard you wanted to sleep in the room with me. It's like a slumber party."
You could say that. I just felt that it was if we were to be sharing quarters, it'd be a little more appropriate for. I mean, I'm not familiar with your culture, but I felt a little more comfortable being in here. Just us girls, you know.
Just us girls.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Cool. Mim's like nervous.
You can tell she's kind of uncomfortable too. So, you're a fairy.
Yep.
We never really had the chance to talk about that until now. Is much of your culture similar to that of humans?
Well, I've never really met another fairy.
You've never met another fairy?
Nope. Am I supposed to have met another fairy?
Well, I have to imagine you had parents. Do fairies not reproduce the same way?
I don't know. Well, I had kind of like a dad, sort of. He wasn't a fairy though.
Okay.
But he died. And then for a long time I was just on my own. I had a really nice tree house and I had some friends. Really great. Yeah. It must have been nice to have a sibling. Growing up.
Yes, no, Ismark always looked out for me. He trained me well. He taught me to defend myself. Our father was usually busy with politics, so... You know.
Yeah. So, wanna play a game?
Sure, what did you have in mind?
She pulls out her deck of cards. I guess we could play cards.
All right. What game tickles your fancy?
Go fish? Have you heard of that one?
I can't say I have. How do you play Go Fish?
Mim sits there and explains in great, excruciating detail how to play Go.
All right. So then you guys are playing Go Fish.
Oh my
Out of
God.
just for fun's sake, roll me a d20. Irena's gonna win game 1 of Go Fish.
Oh, this is my favorite game. We're gonna play again.
I very much enjoy this game.
All right, let's play again. And while we're at it, what if we put up something on the table here? Let's say 1 gold piece.
You're wrong.
I got a 13.
She wins again.
Oh my.
Well, I never thought I'd say that I took gold from a fairy, but today's a first, apparently.
Yes, well, you're better at this than I thought.
You're a very
Yes.
good teacher, if it makes you feel any better.
Huh. I never thought about it that way. Best 3 out of 5.
Deal.
13.
All right, so you win that one.
Can I have my gold back now?
Hey, you said best 3 out of 5. We've still got... I've still got one more chance, baby.
Baby, oh. 15.
She wins. All right, well, I do believe that that's enough gameplay for one night.
Yeah. I take my cards and put them back in my pocket. I'm kind of grouchy and I go sit on my bed.
Anyway, so Andar comes back up, Sten comes back up. You guys hear grumbling from the women's room. Is there anything else anyone wants to do before bed, or any conversations anyone wants to have?
I am good for now.
Hey, and
Yes.
what do you think she meant by take your luck?
To be completely honest with you, I didn't think much of it because she was creepy and I wanted to leave. So I have no idea, and I'm hoping it doesn't come back to bite me.
Do I feel that sensation I had when we were walking up?
Oh, right now,
forest?
no.
It was just the once?
Just the once.
Yeah, definitely hoping it doesn't come back up.
Yes, I would very much like to never see her again. So I think we're probably going to.
And Alistair, what was the shadow? What in the world?
Yeah.
How do you sell a shadow?
Well, look at this. And I take out one of the ball bearings and I cast light on it and hold it in front of me, like in my hand. And just behind me, you see just light because there's no shadow.
No, turn
So
that
this-
off. No.
That's sufficiently creepy.
I don't know how to turn this off, and I saw a window. I'll just put it under a blanket. Yeah, so
You
this could
don't
be a
have shadow.
problem when interacting with people, so we'll have to watch out for how people interact with me. Like that wasn't already a problem. And then I kind of just sit on the bed.
Well, if I'm being truthful, I lied in my deal.
Treble, thank you so much for the
Oh.
raid. I greatly appreciate it.
I didn't give her one of my hairs. I created
Thank
a
you.
hair.
Welcome,
How-
Raiders.
How do you do
We're in the
that?
middle of D&D. Thank you so much.
There's a
That's an adorable
An
raid
ancient
emote.
song.
Oh my goodness, I love that.
that it takes a lot out of me. I can't do it that often.
Zach,
But
hello.
how it works is
We're in the middle of
I
D&D.
call upon
It's
some
wonderful to
very
see you all. Thank you so much for
old
being here.
magic, and I can create almost anything I can think of, which is very awesome, very wonderful. It doesn't last very long. And so
I see.
I put on a little show, created a shiny hair, gave it to her, and then once I once I knew that item was no longer tangible anymore, I felt something horrible on our walk over.
Hello there.
It's like worse than your worst night out in the morning after. Just a full body ache, but in my bones. So, yeah, I'm really hoping that does not come back.
Yeah, I would say so.
It didn't be anything from you. You just walked out saying no. Doomby, we're speaking. Are you awake? I'm sorry, I didn't even look.
Yes, it takes me a while to fall asleep. Is there anything that you need?
Yeah, we're just talking about the deals we made with the hag.
Mm.
And you so boldly didn't do anything, but have you noticed anything different about yourself?
I did not make a deal, no. I don't take kindly to threats. Are you doing okay from your bargain?
I'm pretty frightened. I don't know if you missed it, but Alistair has no shadow.
No shadow.
I bring the bearing back out. It's still casting light. There's just nothing. There's light behind me.
Do you think anyone will notice?
I fear as much. There's a lot going on here.
Do you still feel the warmth of the sun? Or is it just you cast no shadow?
I don't know. I didn't think about it today.
It's a very dangerous thing not being connected to nature. Make sure that you check.
I will.
Be very aware of your surroundings. But do we have any plans for tomorrow? Do we have any plans for tomorrow?
Yes, around, well, they said around noon to come by the house, but I think we should show up a bit early, accidentally.
There's a lot going on. Hopefully everything works out.
I dumped off the ring.
What? Excuse me?
Oh.
Wait, what did you say?
I dumped off the ring.
Oh. The ring?
Yeah, the whole reason I was going to take a walk was, I was going to bury it. I guess the more I think about it, the less trusting I am of a ring intended for Irina from Strahd.
I do believe that it was a bad idea all around. I'm glad you got rid of it.
It seems very dangerous for her to be around. Should she be coming around with us?
I don't know.
Well, I don't entirely fully trust Irina. Even more so the people looking for her. She just seems to be in bad straits, and I think we could at least do our best to help out as much as we can.
We seem to find trouble on our own. She keeps us on our toes, so maybe it's not an all bad thing.
I more meant as, should we find a place for her to stay so she can be safe?
I think we'll know more tomorrow.
If
that's a good idea. we bringing Irina to the house?
I don't think we should.
What about Rosvalda?
If she's unrecognizable, I don't see a problem.
Well, why don't we sleep on it? We can talk more in the morning.
Gonna turn
I'm sorry,
over.
there's something else bothering me. What was Mim's thing? What was her
Mim's
deal?
thing?
About her eyes.
Oh. Something about the hag wanting to see through her eyes.
Is it a good idea to leave her and Irina together?
That is a fair point that I didn't think about until now.
Maybe we've already crossed the boundary. Think about something else tomorrow.
Yeah, I think you're right.
All right. I'm definitely taking the bed as far away from Alistair as I can. A little freaked out by the shout thing.
Well, it
Just
looks
a
like
scary sight.
it looks
Yeah,
like
it's nothing against
Alistair
you,
is.
just,
It looks like Alistair is the far left bed and Sten's taking the far right. So, Adunmi and oh, there you go.
I'll go next
Come on
to
in,
or on
Doug.
top of Alistair. Whatever he'll let me get away with.
come on in. The water.
All right.
And Doctor Who's just gonna kind of stay perched on the table, looking at the door.
Fair enough. Adunbi, are you resting in the bed or?
Beds, they're okay, but floor is better for your back. So.
All right, floor it is. So, everyone settles down for the night. Everyone gets a long rest except for Adunbi. Your night is filled with frightful dreams of forests burning and animals dying. Smoke filling the sky and grassy fields withering to rot. Dirt becoming dry from drought. Flowers withering to nothing. I need you to roll me a d10.
Can I try sleeping again? Is that an option? Can I sleep twice? I only sleep for 4 hours, Can fit 2 of them in there. 9.
Your maximum hit points are reduced by 9.
God damn it. I never know if high is gonna be good or bad.
And you gain no benefit from your rest.
Well, ain't that a shame?
Sten!
No. I already took that. Do you want me to not do the long rest?
No, you get the long rest.
Okay.
But I
Just
need you to
something
lower
worse.
your strength score by 1.
Of course.
And
Okay.
when you wake up, you notice that you are distinctly more translucent than you used to be.
Like a polar bear?
Like you are, no, like you are slightly see-through.
Okay, when you said ghost zombie or whatever, vampire, I should not have said ghost.
I wasn't there for that, actually,
He
but
wasn't even there.
that's hilarious.
Lower it by 1, okay.
Alright, is it easy to make a correlation here?
That's up to you.
I mean, she did say I would regret it. I mean, I guess, how does it feel, when you lose, a third of your hit points? Does that feel...
You
does that
wake
feel
up feeling
as your max
achy.
HP? As your max HP,
You
do I
feel,
just feel, weaker?
you
in
feel,
general?
you know, like that hangover feeling where, all of your joints hurt and you feel,
Yeah.
older than you are.
Alright. This has been a rough couple days, you know. So I'll let it slide for now.
Doomby hates us.
It's just it's hard to keep going, man. Life sucks.
Sufficient says you feel like you've got a crick in your neck and a sore back.
So me all the time. Got it.
Yep. Does Mim still have the -10 from like the dream from before?
Yes.
Will I get it back?
When everyone
I
wakes
hate
up.
Do I notice I'm more translucent?
Oh, yeah.
Translucent?
You
Is
are
more translucent to everybody, or does he just appear translucent to himself?
no to everyone else. It looks like it looks like somebody turned down the opacity on Sten to like 80%. Like he's there, he's still the sheets are still formed around him. His clothing is still on, but you like almost as if he were made of, almost as if like, you know, when people put projections on fog, how like you can see the shape of the thing, but you can see through it a little bit, like that.
Yeah. Gotcha.
What is this? No.
Sten, I think he came back up. Maybe.
I think in a really bad way. Yes.
Yeah, maybe be a little bit more transparent next time.
Remember, your actions have consequences in your words, right?
I'm just gonna kind of sit on the bed and just like looking at Sten, kind of trying to figure out what's going on.
I'm gonna look at you through my hand.
And then I'm gonna reach down into my bag and grab one of those moss agate things and throw it at him.
Ow! What was that for?
I just wanted to see if it would go through you.
Why is that your first thought and not are you okay?
Well, you've scared me twice so far, so...
Sten, in all seriousness, are you actually okay?
I feel not great at all. Feel a little weaker this morning. And clearly I don't think I should visit anybody. Who's gonna want to see me like this? I'm gonna try and cast Disguise Self as a full opaque version of myself.
Okay.
Does it work?
Disguise self is an illusion, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it works.
I mean, just to get breakfast, I don't know how this...
There you go, talking rabbit, you're back to new.
No, I'm not. This is a disguise. You're the magic man here. How do you not know? You don't recognize this spell.
You look good to me.
This is not something I can keep up. Any of you feel any different this morning?
I look back. Is there a shadow?
No, there's not.
No.
Well, I feel fine, but now I'm worried, so thank you for that.
Dinby?
I feel incredibly weak today.
Now I'm even more worried.
Like all the strength is just sucked out of my body. I mean, it has been a rough couple of days, so...
Well, we didn't really do anything yesterday.
No, but, stressful.
Can we skip this song?
No, we cannot. No, we cannot. It's so perfect.
Do you think, it has something to do with the, old hawk?
Yes, I sure as shit did not cast a spell on myself last night to turn transparent. That's my only other option.
Okay, just thinking, silver lining here. It might help to have an invisible person.
But how can
Not if
she,
my strength goes with it.
All
But
right,
you
fair
didn't
point,
make a
fair
deal
point.
with the hag, did you?
I tricked the hag.
So how can she?
And
do that?
apparently I wasn't fully transparent. As I look at Alistair.
It was there. I'm sorry.
Hey, on your shining moment, I'll be sure not to cast a shadow on you.
The pun war, I love it.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go down, see if they have breakfast, and then go back up, but not take more than an hour.
Okay.
Do you wanna?
I'm gonna go check on the ladies. And then I'm gonna walk to the hallway and knock on the door.
Before he comes to check on us, can I have woken Irina up? Like I wake her up and all right. One more round. Of course, and I pull out my card.
She like, you like, how do you wake her up?
I fly. I'm flying, but like hovering right above the ground. Just like poke her in the face a couple times. He's like, Irina, wake up!
Okay, so you hover over and you poke her in the face, and the first thing that she does is,
I'm gonna sleight of hand. The game.
You're gonna sleight of hand the what?
I'm gonna sleight of hand, and I'm gonna cheat at the game of Go Fish.
Well, hold on, let's get there. So
Okay.
you hover over her and you poke her in the face, and the first thing she does is sit right up and just like slap right into you.
What'd you do that for?
What is going
Wake
on?
up. We don't have all day. I need you to play one more round of Go Fish.
Oh, so you poke me in the face?
You smacked me in the face.
No, you what? I was asleep.
Yeah, Joel, it's time to wake up anyway.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, we gotta play another game.
Okay, I know I don't know fairy culture, but in human culture, we wake people up gently. We don't poke them in the face.
I gently poked you. I
Yes,
didn't.
but
I aggressively slapped
Do
you in the
you
face.
know
Do you
the
want me to do
nights
that
I've
for
been
you?
through recently? Well, I assume poking in the face is... It could be anything. That's quite frightening. The possibilities.
All right. You're right.
Fine. One more game.
Okay. And we're gonna put 5 gold on the table. All right? I feel good about that. I feel lucky. I got a good night's rest.
Fine. 5 gold. You guys start the game. You're going to get about a quarter of the way through before Alistair knocks.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay.
Shouldn't we answer that? You what?
I mage hand the door open while I'm still looking at my card.
You open the door to see Mim and a like kind of half-dressed like Irina playing Go Fish.
Oh, good morning.
Yes, good morning. We're playing a game.
What's going on here?
Mim taught me a game called Go Fish.
Oh, can I tell that Mim's cheating?
Roll me a perception check.
Do you want my roll for my?
Oh, nat 20.
No, I don't, because yes, you can see Mim has cards sticking out from under her butt.
Huh. Well, it's a good game, Mim.
Thanks. I'm doing really well this round, but Irina was really good yesterday. Beginner's luck, I think.
Yeah, I bet she was. Well,
You can also see the
send
5
me
gold
down.
on the table with a 20.
Well, Sten went down to get breakfast, and he's rather see-through today, and he's kind of sore about it. So maybe don't make transparent jokes. Word to the wise. And then I go down.
What the heck was that about?
He's transparent. She sets down the cards and she like goes over and like throws on her like the rest of her clothes. Says, we should investigate that. And she like walks out.
I go and I look at. I'm like,
I'm walking so weird. Like I'm no longer comfortable in my skin, and I'm like put on a giant costume. Like,
all right.
Remember what were you gonna say? You were like, what the heck? What?
I just can Irina have been doing
Yeah, of
by
course.
the chance? Even though I was cheating, I grabbed the gold and put it in my pocket and I go out the door. And the cards, because they're my cards.
So yeah, so Sten's walking a little stiff. Irina kind of goes and peeks over the edge. Alistair, are you still out on the balcony, or did you head downstairs?
I would be walking down that way probably by the time they come out.
Got it. So if Sten's already down there, I presume you're already like in the room, Sten?
yeah. I've got disguise on self, so when he's disguise self on, so I don't look transparent right now.
Irina's gonna look and be like, he doesn't look transparent from here.
Yeah, I don't know what Alistair was talking about. Maybe he had a weird night.
I don't know. That seems very odd.
Am I still within earshot of them to hear that conversation? I don't imagine so.
At this point, no, you're down the stairs, so no.
Cool.
Well, maybe we should go down and get some breakfast.
All right.
Flies up.
Well, I'll go the long way. She starts walking.
Morning, Stan!
Andar and Adumbi, are you chilling in the room, or what are you guys doing?
I'll walk downstairs.
Cool.
Is it a good morning, Mim?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like you got a solid night's rest last.
Real quick, Adumbi, what are you doing?
I will. I'll follow Andar to go downstairs. Get something to eat with them.
Yep. The place is deserted this early. There's nobody there.
And are you much of a morning drinker?
Why, yes, I am.
Maybe we can get one round. It's going to be a long day ahead of us, and
Let's get around. You
Get
can't
something
drink
to
all
perk
day if you
ourselves
don't
up.
start in the morning, right?
exactly is what I say. And I'll get a round of drinks for Andar and I.
All right, that'll be You getting the cheap wine or the expensive wine?
Let's get some expensive wine.
It's 2 silver
2 silver?
for 2 glasses.
You know, Mim, I didn't get a good night's sleep. I feel a little aghast this morning. Maybe I should stay in. Who is next? I got a million of these.
Irina comes and sits down and says, "So, what's the plan for today?"
Cry.
Alistair said something about you being transparent. You don't look transparent to me.
I think he was talking about my character. I spilled all my truth last night in a fit of drunken rage on how nothing was going my way.
Ah, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that you were able to rest.
Feel
it
sorry
off.
I have such good character? Me too. Me too.
I'm gonna turn around and be like, no, we were talking about the fact that we could see through you.
Stop that!
But seriously, we can't. Am I missing something?
No, you're not. And I just like lock eyes with Sten and nod.
Touch the top of my hand.
She goes and she touches and she like phases through the illusion for a second. Wait, have you always been this way?
Very soft, yes. an illusory wall, no. That's new this morning. I'm hiding something.
Ah. I believe I'm caught up. Apologies.
Also a little softer next time. That kind of hurt.
Sorry. I didn't anticipate a wall.
I'm just feeling a little fragile.
So, with that information, what is our plan for today?
What time is it currently?
At this point, it'd be probably like 8:30.
Well, we were going to go over to Fiona's house in a couple hours here. But I'm getting the feeling that some of us might not be feeling up to it.
There's something in the air. Maybe it's best to just stay in.
I think that some of us might draw some questions that we might not be able to answer.
All right, so cutting to the quick of it, I believe, if Sten's staying behind, are you just planning to stay here for the day?
Me?
Yes. I believe your name is Sten, is it not?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were addressing somebody else. Well, of course. I mean, until I figure out either an adequate story on how to explain myself.
Okay, so if Sten stays behind, how many of us are going to visit Fiona? And also, when did we decide to visit Fiona and how?
It all stemmed.
Yes, please.
You're right. I shouldn't have said anything. It all stemmed from a conversation last night, following the toy shop thing. We thought it best to skirt around the Baron and any influence the Baron has, i.e., Isaac, and have a conversation with the other side, Fiona. Maybe she has information. Maybe she's who we're looking for. Maybe she can provide safe housing.
All right. So, are we all just leaving Sten here?
As much as I love the opportunity to see what this cult thing is about, I might draw some suspicions with the, and.
Noted. So, Stan and Alistair stay here, and the rest of us go to visit Lady Fiona.
You guys really don't want to come to the party?
I would want nothing less, but I feel like I'd be a little haunted, keeping somebody company like this.
At what time is the gathering?
Well, they want us to be there at noon, so I say we show up at 11.
And how early is it right now?
Look around.
It's like 8 to 8:30.
8.
And just so I'm caught up, what type of gathering is this?
Well, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, that we're just going because the fortune teller lady back where we stopped before said that a wealthy woman is going to be hiding some sort of treasure, right?
Well,
Essentially.
I remember the cards, but what meeting are we referring to?
Oh, I just talked to her children, her 2 sons who were downstairs, and they invited me over to the house, so we were going to go and see them, though I'd like to be there and gone before they wake up.
I see. I understand. Well,
All
then.
I really wanted was an excuse to knock on the door so we could look around a little bit.
Well then,
Maybe it's good for Rosavalda to go. We could fix up your disguise.
it's possible, but I'm concerned that she wouldn't let us in. But if I
Why?
go as myself, I believe that she'll be more inclined to let us in due to my position. We could try. I'm open to either, but I'm skeptical of our odds of success.
Wait, but if Fiona's the lady from the card reading, doesn't that mean that she's an ally of the devil?
Yes.
Wouldn't we? So we probably don't want her to know that you're with us.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with the plan being whatever you're comfortable with, Irina, but that might be the case. She might be allies with Strahd, which would put you in danger.
That's valid. Ultimately, it's up to you. I'm happy to go. I'm happy to do whatever we deem necessary. I just had to state my concern. I'm not sure that she'll see strangers, even if at the invitation of her sons, without a veritable reason.
Well,
But if we're able to do it, then great.
Let's try without you first, and then if I can't get in, we'll come get you.
Well,
I might have something to help you just briefly when you're going to the door. For whoever who's doing the talking.
should I not just come as disguised? I'd really rather not stay behind.
Yeah, disguise.
Okay. Then that's what I'll do.
I'm gonna walk over to the bar and ask. Oh, I forgot her name.
Danica.
Danica?
She's
Danica
mostly
Patrick.
cleaning, and you can tell that she's like refilling the barrels. Mostly prepping.
I'll be like, excuse me, Danica.
Yes.
Do you happen to have a lost and found anywhere? Perhaps a pair of boots or a jacket that somebody has left behind that I might take?
Well, I don't believe that's how lost and founds work.
I understand.
What is it exactly that you're trying to do?
I just want an excuse to show up early.
Oh, for your arrangement.
Mm-hmm.
Can I hear the conversation?
Yeah, you're within earshot.
In the chest upstairs, I have some nightwear. Some going out wear.
All right. I'll grab some of that then. Thank you.
Is it the top hat from Death House?
No.
Oh, okay.
That would have been really funny. No, they are fancy tailored clothes.
But they're fit for
I'm just
you,
gonna-
yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I'm 5'6", 5'7".
Oh, okay,
How tall
cool.
are they? Yeah.
I'm just gonna take.
I'm not a size of a bunny rabbit. Come on.
Well, no, I thought you were shorter than 5'6", 5'7". I didn't realize that
Oh
you
no,
were
I chose medium because I didn't want the small.
Yeah. I thought that maybe you were like 4 foot something, which is still medium. But duly noted. So who are you disguising, Andar?
I'm just taking the pants. I'm gonna go knock on the door and tell her that her kid left this at the bar.
That's amazing. All right, cool. So you go up and grab some pants. Irina's gonna go up and change into her Rosavalda disguise. And come back down.
When you leave Andar, I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability on you. It only lasts an hour, so you'll have to hurry. But I'm gonna give you
For ease's sake. Sorry, go ahead.
Eagle's Splendor, so you get advantage on your charisma checks.
Eagle's Splendor.
For ease of use, whenever Irina is marked with a yellow circle, she's disguised.
Cool.
All right.
So we should have had this when we were coming up with the plan. Good thing.
Are you guys headed out now?
We will be in the next hour.
Understood.
Is this like a good place for us to start to wrap up before we go and like do stuff? Because it's
I do think that we're reaching a junction point for sure.
Okay, gotcha.
Real quick, Mim.
Mhm.
While you're there,
Mhm.
I know Irina said something about a cult. If you hear anything at all about the Cult of Mask, will you be sure to tell me?
Cult of Mask.
Cult of Mask. Yes.
Thank you. It's something from back home. I'm sure it won't be that, but just in case.
All right, I got you.
Thank you.
I knew Alistair was part of a cult.
I'm gonna take off my shirt. Rip it off. Am I still see-through? Do my clothes go back to normal?
Are you up in the room?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So you go. So you just take off the shirt to see if you're still see-through under the shirt.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Does the shirt make me less see-through?
No.
So the shirt becomes transparent when it's on me?
A little bit.
Okay.
Actually, let me double check that real quick, just to be 100%.
I think like the invisibility spell does make, but I don't know if that's what the
Invisibility doesn't
Oh.
lower your strength.
So, no. So the clothes you can still see the clothes pretty clearly, but you are transparent. And also, note for you today, you have a hard time holding on to things, and whenever you miss an attack roll, you drop your weapon.
What?
my God.
Oh my god.
Cool. I did say I was feeling sick.
So,
That's for you, Sten?
Yeah, for today.
That's awful.
That's still just a portion of the paragraph.
so, yeah. Well, you guys remember? You remember what I showed you?
Yeah.
What you no?
Yeah.
I'll put it this far
I
back.
remember. Sten's is like a huge
This
ass
section.
paragraph.
This section is everyone else.
Oh
This
my
section
God.
is Sten.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
No.
Someone seems a little bit mad.
I think it's petty. You know,
He's
grow up.
he's
How old
the
are
only
you?
one. He's the only one who took the hack.
Consequences.
What it should be is
Your
get a
actions have
jam.
consequence.
Where's the respect?
So Sten's in the room. Who else is staying behind?
Me.
Alistair. And then everyone
I'm
else is
gonna
going.
I'm gonna walk up to Mem and be like, "All right, Mem, here's my plan. I don't think she's gonna let us in, from what I've heard.
Yeah, man.
I just want her to open the door. My plan is to cast invisibility on you have you fly in while she's distracted and search the house and see what you can find.
Yeah, great plan. What happens? How long does invisibility
Unless
last?
you object, but I've noticed that you like sneaking around and trying to break into things.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be really fun.
You have 1 hour.
Oh god. Okay. What am I looking for exactly?
I have no idea.
All right. Okay. Well, then, what?
I mean, you can say no, and we can just chat with her too. That's also fine.
Well, we'll go. I'll just hide while you chat with her, and then if it seems to be going the wrong way, can't you? Or you can cast it before and then go in. You know, maybe she'll let you in. Who knows? I think we have a plan. I think this will work just fine.
All right, so quick checkpoint. Do we want to stop here, or do we want to do the door? Do we want to have you guys approach the house and end there? Because we could do the exchange at the front door and see how it ends up today. Or we can give you a little extra time and end here with a plan in place.
I think stopping at them heading out is a good cliffhanger.
All right.
Gives them time to think about what they're gonna say.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'm scared.
Then
It's
the
just a door. Don't be scared.
the four of you head off to Wachter House. And that's where we will end today.
Yeah.
Are you excited to see the rest of your paragraph?
No.
You know what was my favorite though
No,
is
no.
I was reviewing last session's footage. And he goes, "What is it gonna be like? I disintegrate or something? Like I just fade into nothing?" It's like it's funny you say that.
Oh God. What's that? It's a law of science, but it's really like a law of philosophy, where if you believe in something hard enough, it does manifest into the world. Have you heard of this?
I don't.
Yeah. There's a
Manifest
name of
Destiny.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it's just manifest.
I don't know, maybe.
Oh man.
I
This is gonna be
I
good.
just want to. At this point, I'm just invested to see what happens to Sten.
All it does is pick up a picture of death. Yeah, I'm not excited to see what happens to Sten, but I'm here for the role play.
We can't lose
man.
Sten.
I'll be there. Maybe you just don't see me.
Well,
No, see, while you guys are doing this, Sten and I are going to go kill a hag.
Oh, we're gonna chat about what we're gonna do.
time to
Just
go.
the two of you.
Yeah,
Just the two of you are gonna go kill a hag.
Just the two of us.
And might I remind you, a pregnant hag.
Yeah, what's it been? 14 hours? That's unreasonable.
I don't think anything about hags is reasonable. They're the same type of individuals that are like, I'm giving you a great deal under duress.
Hag's magic doesn't follow the laws or reasoning of normal magic.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Sad. All right, I gotta head out and get ready for tonight. But I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for
Bye.
That's
your
good.
Bye.
Take it easy.
Oh man,
Ay.
I am excited.
Why?
Evil.
Why?
If I trip, do I just break myself after a couple days? Is that it?
Sure.
No.
I am very excited to see how that all plays out.
I'm just stressed. All I feel is stress all the time.
I'm worried about Andar and Mims. Because ours are a little bit more
I'm
overt.
worried.
Yeah.
I rolled for that transparent joke, Knick-Knack.
Oh, really?
And it was like like 10 to 20 was going to be I say it, and like 9 to 1 like not, it was nat 20. I was like,
Oh
okay,
my god.
Hilarious. Why are you giving yourself more than a 50% chance to say bad
because he's
stuff?
a dick. He's a dick.
That checks out.
funny.
So, welcome to Vallaki.
Have we stumbled across like almost every? I mean, we have the Wizard of Wines thread line. We have this monkey man.
Yeah,
We'll
we don't
find
have.
out if we have the devil lady or not.
Let's see. So, without revealing specifics, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. Actually, I have to list out. I have to write because I'm gonna.
There's 6 cards in total, and I think we don't have information about 2 of them. Druid and Ghost.
Also, you guys ran across Rick Tavio's cart
Correct.
on your way to the shop. Interesting.
What's Rictavio's cart?
When
So
you guys were
Rictavio
at
was
the
bar
general
we ran
store,
into.
there was a Rictavio's carnival cart outside of the store. Nobody investigated it.
Oh, because I think that was when I went and got.
See, I took that as that might have been the possibility of him being an ally, like with the cards, because I know there was a few ways that could have fallen.
I'm just curious, like, what is because we didn't really ask him too much about the festivals. But then he mentioned there was a frequency to them.
Wait, so what was the cart?
It was a
Was
carnival cart with it was padlocked. It was all we got.
And what did it say on it?
Rictavio's something, but that was the name of the bard we met at the tavern when we first went in.
Oh.
So today you guys hit 6 of 11 plot hooks I can think off the top of my head. For this city alone. Right? So 6 of 11 plot hooks, but there are some of those plot hooks can end in multiple ways. So there's probably like 15 to 20 scenarios. And you guys started 6 of them. Some of which have multiple outcomes.
Mm-hmm. Is he gonna get to fly? Is that one of them? Is he one of the Wright brothers?
No, that is not one of the outcomes.
All I know is when I get more pieces to this gun, I'm going to the toy shop.
Dude,
that man's gonna
actually,
help me.
that's actually not a bad idea. Blinsky's brilliant.
He said he wanted to be a great inventor. Granted, I didn't hear that, but
Yeah. Did that? I mean, yeah. You said I. Never mind. You said I didn't recognize the name
Who?
of the guy he looks up to.
Oh, no. That was a foreign name to you.
Makes sense.
But he said that he was a student of one of the greatest inventors ever to live.
And then he said, "A man who tells stories about a Vistani doll."
Yes. A man who, a stranger from a faraway land who came and tells extravagant stories. And that's the only customer he's seen in the last 2 weeks.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I have enough to investigate that. So
Interesting. All right. Well, then that'll do it for today. Thank you guys so much.
thank you.
mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Good games.
I'm excited.
friends.
I'm excited to see where you guys head with it.